What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Games and Graps live pre-show before the 2023 Royal Rumble. My name is Sonny G here, as always, with Finn Steele.
Hello.
And joining us once again is the host of Added Time, Steve.
Hello. You right?
Yeah, man, all good. I mean, we haven't done this for a long time.
It's been a while.
So probably a little bit rusty. I mean, we've been recording the podcast and stuff like that, but in terms of doing an actual live pre-show, it has been a little while. But yeah, it's something we wanted to get back into. You know, pay-per-views are a Saturday night now, which is awesome.
Yeah, much.
Oh yeah.
PLEs. Sorry,
PLEs,
not pay-per-views.
Oh
no,
yeah.
no.
Got a program.
Yeah.
Sonny says it's the boys.
It is the boys.
That's
The
good.
boys. But we should be live on YouTube, the Sonny Club Facebook, and also the Games and Graps Facebook.
Nice.
So we should be live in 3 different places.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. Not quite everywhere because, you know, StreamYard restricts and that. But
Jerry Neeson says, Rumble, let's go.
yeah, Rumble, let's go. It's
Let's
gonna be
go, gamers.
yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I'm really excited for it. You know, 3 matches and 2 Rumble matches is enough matches.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's going to be pretty good. We'll give people time to sort of get into this, but get into the stream and whatnot. At least we know that it's live because people are there.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
It's good.
It's working. Yay.
That's cool. No, that's great. We'll give people a chance to sort of come in, and we didn't know whether people would come along to this or not, but yeah. Squiddy thinks he was going to get the pre-show before the pre-show pop, but we're not using a laptop that has Discord signed into.
Aha.
So fucking
Yeah.
Squiddy.
Take that, Squinny.
Yeah, Squiddy thinks he's so clever. It might have heard my phone vibrate though, so. But yeah. Oh man, it's exciting to be back doing the pre-show again.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, really exciting.
What's they say? The road to WrestleMania after tonight.
The road to WrestleMania. No fast lane anymore, so no car noises.
Oh man, I miss Fastlane.
No one misses fast lane.
Or what was it on Roadblock? Was that?
Roadblock.
Was that-
They had that
Yeah,
once,
Roadblock,
didn't
yeah.
they? They had that
Yeah.
once, and then they did it as a house show.
Yeah. Yeah, then they
Something
did.
like that.
Yeah. Fucking Roadblock, man. Jesus.
Do you remember the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view?
Well, there was an actual pay-per-view called Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, just once. And the whole gimmick was there's going to be Fatal 4-Way. It's on the pay-per-view, like every other
Oh,
pay-per-view.
you know what? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
crap.
yeah, I don't know.
Did it once and it was terrible.
I remember,
WWE did that.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember they went through that whole thing when Shane McMahon was everything was 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh god, yeah. That was so weird.
He's like,
Because they didn't want any wrestling during adverts or something. Something like that.
yeah. So they finish a fall, then he goes through an advert, come back,
Oh, that was. Oh,
Fall.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
go to
Yes,
advert,
yeah.
fall,
I remember
and it was
that.
like, this is so stupid.
It's so
I think it
bad.
lasted like a week.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Squiddy says, Finn looks half cut already. A little bit Snoop Dogg.
Well, yeah. This was smoking like weed before I came out.
I mean, you're absolutely kicking. You're hum of it.
Yeah, it's we'll do the Games and Graps piss test after the after the.
It's already failed.
That's true. Yeah. There'll be a tweet that says Finn's been suspended for the wellness policy.
Yeah.
Games and Graps wellness policy.
Yeah, you went to me for a few weeks, so to be gone.
Yeah, just me. I was just.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll be out with injury.
Injury. Oh man. So I'm assuming that everyone can hear us okay and stuff.
Yeah,
No, it seems so now.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. No one said anything to suggest otherwise.
Yeah.
No, I can pop a comment on and just ask about it. But
Well, I mean, if they can hear us, they
So,
should
yeah,
probably.
so she knows it, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kay's here as well. Sorry, I forgot to even introduce
Forget
Kay.
about
This
that.
the voice behind the camera who produces these live shows for us. You like to get amongst it, don't you?
Every now and then.
Every now and then. Yeah.
I think this was actually my idea, do the pre-show.
I think it was actually, yeah.
Because it came to Grass producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at it, but I try.
You're good at it.
Screen says sound is good, image is good, guys. Here's a I can't read, sorry guys. Here's to a return to form.
We'll get a new producer who can read.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah. And then next PLE we'll have an actual another producer who can read. Won't be Dickby.
It absolutely won't be. It won't be Billy Buffet, no.
No, it definitely won't be Billy Buffet. He can't read.
Can't read at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
French names.
French names like baguette. Claims you never said it. Definitely did.
He definitely did.
Personal jokes. You know, it's all good. Oh man, so I mean, there is only 5 matches tonight, so we need to obviously try and. I've advertised this as 10 till 12, so we need to try and get some miles out of this. But hopefully people will start to come in, the comments will start to pick up, and we can just sort of we can just crack on.
So why don't we then, before we go on to matches, what's your overall? What do you think about what's going on at the minute? What's your favourite? Thing going on Raw or SmackDown or even NXT, because I think we'll see some guys from NXT tonight, to be honest. What's your overall take on WWE since the Vince stuff? Because you haven't had a proper a live go like this, have you, since Vince left the building, really?
Yeah. Then came back into the building.
Yeah, apparently he's back in WWE's office now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he means he's sitting in that office. You know that picture where he's writing, where he looks like
one of the big
proper,
with the dinosaur skull.
Yeah, where he looks proper sinister when he's like writing, but also looking at the camera.
Like a zombie. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I've enjoyed WWE since the old man left.
Yeah, me too. It's been really good. Booking's been way better. And we'll find out tonight, I guess, whether Vince is back in charge booking or not.
I'm so certain that he's not.
Yeah, if Brock wins the Rumble, then yeah, we'll know what's happened.
I think Lashley eliminates Brock.
Yeah, I think they eliminate each other or something.
Yeah, and then they brawl at ringside or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then they have some sort of like fucking MMA gimmick at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Brock versus Lashley inside. They could bring back the gimmick that they had for. Oh, they did this once, and. It was who was it? I think it might have been Shamrock and Dan the Beast 7. I can't remember. They did like an octagon type gimmick because they did Shamrock versus Owen Hart in the Hart Dungeon, and it was like a shoot fight type thing. But then they did have, and I can't remember what pay per view it was. I think it was 98. I'm sure it was 98 because that's when Dan 7 was around and. He had like some sort of feud with Shamrock, but they did like the octagon style gimmick then.
Okay.
Whether they would bring it back, and try that shoot style gimmick again, I don't know. But
something different.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. But going back to what you asked before, genuinely, I do think that WWE's in a very good place at the minute. I thought Raw was cool this week.
It's been consistently good.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be falling into place quite nicely. Squinny says, well, I'm not watching it live. I've got 40 matches in the morning, so I'm going to get some pizzas after and watch it, hopefully unspoiled.
Good idea.
No, what's going to happen is, so you better mute Discord because I'm going to just put all the spoilers in there for that amounts to all the podcast pops that you've done for us.
Yeah.
I think that's only fair.
Yeah, cool.
I think it's fair. Yeah, I think it's very fair. Squinny knows that it's fair. God damn it. But yeah, generally, I think WWE has been very good.
Yeah.
And it, the change was noticeable instantly with Vince going and Triple H taking over. I mean, what was it? SummerSlam around that time?
Just after, wasn't it? Because his first pay-per-view was Clash at the Castle.
No, it was SummerSlam, wasn't it? Because they brought Io Shirai and
he'd just taken back over there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But I mean, like his first decent run. So I think half panned out, wasn't it? So
yeah.
But then you are right because Io Shirai came, Io Sky now, and
Dakota
Kai came back. So I think, like you said, instant really good people coming back.
Yeah, straight away. And then I think someone else came back on the Raw.
And Karen Cross came back on SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Triple H made his impact.
Stamp on it, didn't they? So much so that I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tony Khan threatened them with legal and said, if you carry on approaching stuff, I'm going to get legal involved.
They probably would have been a bit naughty there, though.
Probably.
Yeah, on the phone to Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Keith Lee, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Where the fuck is Keith Lee, man?
I know, right? What are they doing with him?
Yeah. Zero things. So that's what they're doing with him.
Yeah. WWE dropped the ball on him. Now AEW dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Come on, Tony.
Maybe this is a Keith Lee problem.
Maybe.
Maybe this is a Keith Lee just isn't that good problem.
No, I can't be it. It's great in NXT.
No, I agree. That's not it, but you know what I mean.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I like Keith Lee a lot. It's great.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Keith Lee. I just wish that somebody would figure it out. I mean, they figured it out in NXT during that run.
Yeah.
When he was
Jamie Newsom says Keith Lee left the planet conspiracy theory.
yeah, you know.
Could you imagine if he was in the Rumble tonight?
Well,
Wow, imagine that. That'd be cool.
Bearcat, you know.
Bearcat Keith Lee. God.
Source says,
That's
well,
so
hey, the whole gang is here.
Yeah, we are. Not
Okay.
all of us.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, we're all here. Yeah, I don't know with Keith Lee. It's so weird. I know we have actually brought him up on the podcast over the last couple of shows, and we just don't know really. I mean, the thing is, with AEW, they do this thing where they sort of rotate the booking a bit. So, and in a way, it's a good thing, but there's a little bit it sort of causes consistency issues. But that's because the roster is so big. So, and I guess you have to do that rotation thing. So it may be sort of 4 weeks down after the next AEW pay-per-view, whatever that is, Revolution, I think it is. Mm-hmm. Maybe after that, you'll see sort of some of the stars that are on TV currently and doing stuff in the background, and then stars that aren't on TV currently brought to the forefront a little bit
makes
more.
sense.
Yeah,
But and that does make perfect sense. It also gives wrestlers a bit of downtime, which they don't really get
But
all
they
that
deserve,
often.
really, because
Yeah.
they've been back to good stuff. Jamie Newsom says Sonny is secret number 30 in the Rumble.
I am.
I did say could potentially be
It could happen.
non-WWE to win.
Yeah,
You want to tell us?
I've got a show tomorrow. It's not me. I'm not going to get from wherever Royal Rumble is, Texas to Coventry in that time.
You'd have a job.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could have earned that coin.
Maybe I am number 30 in the Royal Rumble. And it's not really me here. It's an AI. That's the thing now, right?
Maybe, yeah. It could be a
It's like
hologram.
AI is
hologram.
doing-
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Tupac,
Yeah.
sort of. When Tupac was a hologram at the time.
more like ABBA.
Yeah, I get that Swedish look. I think Harry at Five Aside said I looked Eastern European once.
Eastern European. Well, that's not Sweden, is it?
Yeah, but he doesn't know, does he?
Who, Harry?
Dumb as shit. Oh, the Eastern European looking fellow. Unless he meant John. I mean, John
John looks very
John's Eastern Bloc, isn't he?
John looks Eastern Bloc, yeah.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah.
Ben and Jamie said that's a shame. Could have been at Mania.
Yeah.
We've always got Elimination Chamber. You could
Yeah, I could win
Yeah,
Elimination
yeah,
Chamber,
yeah,
Jamie.
you could win that.
Yeah, you could always
Yeah.
win that. Oh, bless.
And so, you're too quick for me, lad. That's John in Five Aside.
That's, yeah.
Eastern Bloc. Eastern John.
What these people are.
You know John?
You know
Oh, John, yeah, I'm John.
John.
I thought it was
John, he used to be here,
Yeah,
do this with us, but I don't know where he is now.
He's MIA, isn't he?
He's well and truly MIA.
I'm not really sure what's happened to him, lad. So
He's too quick for his lad. That's what it is.
He
He
is
ran
too
so
quick.
far in front of us. He was just too quick for his lad. The joke there is basically when we used to play five-a-side back in the day, John didn't really know what to say to people, because obviously we didn't know the people's names that we were playing against. So if someone had fly past John and Fowler, we'd just go, "You're just too quick for me, lad," or "You're just too quick for me, player." Words to that effect.
I think it's because as well, John's not too nice, but he's a nice boy.
Well, he's nicer than us.
He's
Like,
nice.
isn't he?
So like we'd foul someone and we'd be like, "Get the fuck up."
Yeah.
Whereas John's like, "Oh, you're just too quick for me, player."
Chris
John.
says before you guys were old, he says I can see Sonny versus the world.
Yeah. Like WCW versus the world. Like I can be on the front of that box, like Sting. So WCW versus the world, the front cover for the PlayStation.
Bigger now as well.
Yeah. That'd be absolutely awesome one day, by the way, to have a figure. That'd be so good. Taz and fucking
About that bit.
Excalibur and
Tony Giovanni.
Tony Schiavone have got figures. They're not very good. And Jim Ross, they're not very good figures. AEW not really done that good there. But
We'll get you a figure, we can put it on your shelf.
yeah. Figure.
Oh, Jesus.
Figure!
Is
It's
that I
like,
heard you?
Yeah, figure. That's completely fine.
it's like GTA, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like then, you know that Kermit's like 60. That's exactly what you look like.
And I did say figure. I won't say anything else.
Jamie says, looks like I have editing to do then, or attempt to. And then Chris says, AEW hate at everything, even the figures.
No, we don't hate AEW. I know it sounds like we do, but we don't.
I do.
We do.
I don't. I just want to say.
Yeah. Speaking of AEW, actually, did you see CM Punk? Not CM Punk. Sorry, what Seth Rollins, Cowboy Seth Rollins, Bronco Rollins said about CM Punk earlier on, guys. That was tasty.
Yeah, interesting. Why?
Why you felt the need to be so aggressive with it?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe.
Where was the? Where was he when he said it?
It was at a WWE 2K23 launch event that they're having today.
Right.
I missed it.
So why bring up
the reporter, wherever the report was from? Obviously, he wasn't an official WWE reporter. It was just someone that asked, someone like any of us were there. Not as cool as us, obviously.
No, clearly.
Basically asked Rollins about Punk, and he named dropped. He was like, Phil, is it? What did he call him? He called him a cancer, didn't he? Yeah. And he said Phil's a.
He was a problem here. He was a problem there, and all that sort. He's a problem there.
Yeah, he said he didn't like him.
He's not welcome back. I don't like him.
CM Punk for the Rumble confirmed.
Yeah. Wow, crazy.
Yeah, he was a bit aggressive with it, wasn't he? To be fair, and he meant
it. You could tell he meant it.
I don't think that was
CM Punk winning the Royal Rumble confirmed.
Yeah, happening.
Could you imagine?
The internet would melt.
Yeah,
I'd melt.
And I think is he actually in contact with AEW still?
Yeah.
Or has he gone?
No, he's still under contract.
I don't think have him back at WWE.
I don't know why anyone would want him back. Why would anybody want him?
Yeah.
He's a problem. He's just such a problem. It was cool when he came back. It was awesome. Yeah, but he does make money. But
Chris says Seth towing the company line as per.
Oh yeah. He's a.
Yeah, I mean, but with CM Punk, I don't know why anybody would want him now.
It's a shame.
He just made himself look like a bit of a prize prick, didn't he? Really?
Yeah, I mean, he did. We all knew that he was anyway. It's not like Seth said anything that no one already knew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just probably had the balls to come out and say what everyone's thinking. But what would you say at a company event? Probably not. But it is.
Worse things have been said. Remember Ric Flair at the press? There was a press release, wasn't there, for one of the WWE games? Ric Flair just went off on one, did he?
I can't remember.
And they sacked Jim Ross.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because Jim Ross was like the head of the marketing bit, wasn't he, for it?
Yeah.
And Ric Flair went mental, and then JR got sacked.
Didn't he name drop TNA and?
He was. I don't know what he was doing, but he was going nuts. Loose cannon though, Ric Flair.
It's very true.
I think he was on the plateau, wasn't
he? Yeah. And it was good. Like I said, it was cool to see him back, and I thought he was doing a really good job in AEW, and I thought it was cool. It was the right thing to do, was to put the belt on him as well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, his body just let him down. He couldn't.
Twice.
He couldn't. Yeah, twice. He couldn't keep up, and his body really let him down. He was trying. The problem with with CM Punk's last run, he was trying to do stuff that his body wasn't capable of anymore. It's just like when he tried to do the buckshot lariat, and so you flip over the ropes and you hit a clothesline, but CM Punk couldn't land the flip over the ropes, so it just looked shit. And I always say this with wrestling. Wrestling, you can always adapt it. You can always adapt your style. Wrestling, you don't need to always. I mean, you get freaks of nature like Rey Mysterio, etc., who are
is a freak of nature.
The longevity.
The very definition of freak of nature.
Yeah, the longevity in Rey Mysterio and what he's been able to do over the years consistently is unreal. But sometimes you get injuries and stuff like that, and you then need to adapt your style. But that's the thing. That's the beauty of pro wrestling, because you can adapt your style and you can do things differently.
It says Jim got drunk with Rick.
No, it was.
What's that?
Jim got drunk with Rick. I think it was when you were going back.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to read out the comment. I don't want to miss anything. So
No, that's fair.
Be an interesting one tonight, that's for sure. And Jamie says, "What are you guys' thoughts on Matt Cardona return rumours?"
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
There's going to be a weird one this Rumble, isn't it? Because you just don't know which way it's going to go. Like, not all the entrants have been confirmed, obviously, which is what I quite like. I quite like the surprise. The women's one seems really.
I think the men's is open as well.
Really,
I think.
Yeah. A lot could happen tonight.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Sasha Banks come back tonight?
That'd be interesting. Zoe's Monet.
Well, I think the whole rumor of her going to AEW, then that just flattened, didn't it? And
they dealt with that poorly though. And I did say this on the podcast. I felt like they could have done a lot more to squash that situation instead of sort of them having even Britt Baker sort of saying the boss line thing and making it really sort of prominent at the camera or whatever. But
he says if Sasha comes back, I'll scream the place down. I don't care. And then I see Chaos is here.
Never mind.
Oh, not Rob. He says, yeah, but who are Kay's picks?
Okay, go on then. Okay, well let's do that then. So who before we sort of really get into the meat of it, who's going to win the women's Royal Rumble?
Do you know what? I don't know because it's
not a pick.
Listen, but because it's all been a bit. I mean, like Charlotte Flair came back unexpectedly.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Who came back?
Let me find it. Oh shit! Where is it? Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair, yeah. That's a picture of Charlotte Flair. There's two.
What do you mean now? So, that one.
I thought both of them. It's fine. Sorry, that's sad thing. I don't know because it was unexpected to see Charlotte Flair come back. So I didn't think she would come back for a long time. Obviously, she's not going to be in it, but because she's currently a champ.
You could be.
I don't know.
Sure,
I can't see Becky winning it. I honestly don't know. Liv Morgan, no. I don't. Honestly, I don't know. Rhea Ripley, Jamie says that's a good call. Actually, I could see that. Rhea Ripley probably actually because she seems to be dominating quite a bit at the minute with Judgment Day, and they need to stick a title on one of them soon. Doesn't RC Cat says also Sonny G, I love you.
I love you too, buddy. We're going to smash it tomorrow at Wrestle Carnival. Me and RC Cat. Let's do some dates while we're here. Actually, let's do that real quick. So we've got Wrestle Carnival tomorrow in Coventry. There ain't many tickets left apparently, so go to thewrestlecarnival.com and get your tickets for that. Next Saturday, all of us are going to be in Telford.
Yeah.
For APW, Scotty Too Hot is going to be there. That should be good.
It's going to be too cool.
Yeah. And then the week after that, I'm going to be making my debut at Black Country Championship Wrestling alongside Commissioner Chaos as their new commentary team. Good times. There we go. There's the dates. 15 tickets left for BCCW.
RCK says we am R, and Jamie says best bromance ever.
So Brummy.
Forever. Gareth Thomas, sorry, he says, all right, lads, thoughts on Bray's return, flop or slow build?
Slow build.
Slow build.
Slow build, yeah.
Yeah.
They need to get past this LA Knight stuff first. Once they've got this LA Knight stuff out of the way, and I mean, I don't see any other outcome other than Bray winning.
Yeah.
But I think it's good because although
what they did on Raw, by the way, as if like we said the other day when it almost felt like Taker was passing on the torch to him, and I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and Arctic Houses, that was added time gimmicks.
Yep, added time gimmicks. There you go. Bray. It's just a slow burn. I think it needed somebody like LA Knight because they're very different in terms of the way that they talk. So they bounced off each other really well because LA Knight obviously very brash and outspoken and very loud.
Yeah.
Whereas Bray is very more is very soft in the way that he speaks and the way that he builds. So I think it's gonna be cool. I don't know what this mountain
Doesn't he
dude.
look the part, by the way?
Who?
What's his name? LA Knight.
Oh yeah.
He's great.
He looks the part, like he can. Yeah, I think he looks the part. To be honest.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah.
I think
I'm really big fan of him.
Men's Rumble, going back to my picks, I'll only do them two because I haven't really been a little bit over it. On the Men's Rumble, I think Sami Zayn will probably win it, but I think it'll be an accident how he wins it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think Cody Rhodes will win it. That's the thing, like what we said earlier, it's too obvious too soon.
Yeah, I don't think Cody will win it either. I think Cody will win the Elimination Chamber.
Chris says maybe a big unveil of Bray's plan on the Raw after Mania. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
And then Jamie says, will we see Logan Paul in the Rumble? Again,
Yes.
Probably.
Probably.
And maybe Bad Bunny like we did a couple of years ago. But I don't know, that was more of a Vince thing, wasn't it?
No, but Bad Bunny's been in the marketing for WWE 2K23, so he's still very much amongst it. So
you can see
yeah,
how
why not?
passionate he is as well, actually, when he wrestles. Like, you can see
Thing is,
he practices and stuff.
in my opinion, they're wasted people being in it because Bad Bunny's not going to win the Royal Rumble, is he?
Yeah.
Logan Paul actually isn't a bad shout for somebody who could win the Royal Rumble. He isn't going to, not this year at least.
But he can wrestle as well, so he's fairly decent.
Yeah, but you know,
He probably will be in it.
if Vince was around, like, and still calling the shots, Logan Paul would definitely be a shoo-in for winning the Royal Rumble. So
be the final four. It'd definitely be in the final four.
Yeah. I think, I mean, I know everyone's like, because of what they're selling, the merchandise in the shops, it's a lot of people are talking, thinking it could be The Rock that comes back tonight. I would love that.
That'd
but
be cool.
It would be really cool. But like you said earlier, people were probably expecting to win. And if they did win, they'd be like, oh, do you know what I mean? Because it's obvious. It's a bit like Cody. It's a bit obvious if he was to come back. So I would quite like to see someone help Sammy eliminate, I don't know, Solo, if Roman Reigns sticks himself in it, because we don't really know who's going to be in the men's. They eliminate Roman. Someone will help him, or I don't know.
Well, Roman won't be in it.
No, but you don't know if Becky put herself in her own and that.
That it would all depend on Roman losing, I suppose.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it's a bit. I'd want to go with Sammy because everyone's popping.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
And James says, give him a few more matches. To be fair, he would be in contention. So
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul there, yeah.
Okay. What do you think to The Rock potentially coming back and winning it? I'm curious.
I don't think he'll win it. I don't want him to win it anyway. Because we're too.
But if he comes back, what's the purpose of him coming back?
Just I don't know. Beat up Roman, I suppose. It's the Roman and Brock storyline kind of writes itself. You know, part of the family and all that.
I think that would bring the bloodline thing to an end, to be honest. And
yeah. But of course, I can't see.
Separate ways for a bit, but then like there's always the bloodline. Do you know what I mean? So I think because you've got to split them up at some point because they've got all the titles, and I'm not saying it is boring because it isn't. It's been very good to watch.
Yeah, that's been good, yeah.
Consistently good, but I do think you need to split the titles up now. I think and split them up a little bit.
For sure, yeah.
Jamie Mason says I've heard about Steve Austin returning, but I don't know how true it is.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't want him to win the Royal Rumble though,
No.
because there was them rumors in the day that he was offered a big money match against Roman Reigns for WrestleMania, but then them rumors were sort of squashed, and it turned out that it was to wrestle somebody else. But you know, this time of year, there's always so many rumors. You don't know what to believe. Austin has been training.
Yeah, he has.
So yeah, it's not beyond possibility. But for him to win the Royal Rumble, I'm not so sure.
He doesn't need the Rumble.
No, I don't think I don't see Steve Austin winning the Royal Rumble.
Just a thought. You don't think like anyone from like AEW could come over tonight, do you? Like Christian, for example.
No.
The only person I could see potentially would be Chris Jericho because he's been on.
I said that. I said, what about Chris Jericho? And you were like, no way.
I don't think Tony Khan would have anybody from AEW go to WWE.
Contracts, though.
No, they've got solid contracts. Jericho's just signed a new one. There's no way that he'd only let AEW talent go to wrestle in WWE if somebody from WWE was able to go to AEW, and they're not going to let that happen. So
you just see someone from New Japan maybe because they let Nakamura go to New Japan.
Well, you've wrestled in Noah.
Noah, sorry, yeah, same thing.
I mean, I'd love to see the Great Muta in the Royal Rumble.
That'd be cool.
Eliminate Nakamura, I'd love that. I think that'd be great. But that's not going to happen either.
Who is it that you said you'd like to see coming because he's rumoured to be coming into WWE?
Jay White.
Yeah,
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but apparently he's still under contract with New Japan as of now.
Sonny says The Rock doesn't need to win the Rumble for any story match. Cody winning is more feasible. Seth winning could lead to a good run through Mania with. Sorry, there's more comments coming in. Could lead to a good run through Mania with Cody winning the Elimination Chamber. And then Squinny is setting up 2 title matches over 2 nights with off the Rumble. James is going to be honest, I see Jake Paul entering. No, I don't. Not with a fight he's got coming up next week. Yeah,
no.
Not with a scrap he's got coming up next week.
Well,
and then Chris says, great move today in the Rumble.
I'd love that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think, haven't you just said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if there's comments behind on the live, but
because Great Muta's So he's basically just done his final run in Japan. So Great Moo's been around for a long, long time.
Could you try again?
Siri wasn't welcome on the podcast, but Siri's here. Great Muta wrestled Nakamura and also wrestled with Sting and Darby Allin in a 6-man in Noah as well, which was really cool.
Chris says Nakamura faced him, and then Frankie T says Jay White has been rumoured for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Jay White is finally coming to an end of his New Japan deal. Obviously, he's done some stuff with Impact, some stuff with AEW. Hi, Frankie, by the way. The Urban Goth, Frankie T. Yeah, I think I can see Jay White in WWE eventually. I think he'd be better in. I think I'd like him in WWE now that Vince isn't doing it.
Yeah,
if he was.
How we'd like to see a lot of them now, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
The one that came in and actually did something under Vince was AJ Styles, and I think Jay White is up there in terms of that level of stardom, perhaps.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool for him to come in, but I don't think it'll be tonight because he's basically still under contract with New Japan as of right now. So, well, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think it's going to be quite an interesting night. I think because there isn't anybody. I mean, everybody's sort of guessing here as to who could win the Royal Rumble, but I mean. Case gone, Sami Zayn. Finn, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win the Royal Rumble?
It might be Sami Zayn as well. I think it has to be Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I don't think it could be Cody because people will turn on Cody if Sami doesn't win. They're both in the Rumble and Sami doesn't win, and Cody does win. People will turn on him.
Yeah,
people really want Sami Zayn to win. They like Cody Rhodes, but they really like Sami Zayn. It's like
the only other thing is, if there's some sort of payoff for Sami Zayn during the title match.
Frankie says, Jamie Mason says rumours are of Big E as well. I'm not sure if he'd have been cleared.
I don't think he's been cleared. I think I saw something recently that says he's not quite
I don't think
there yet.
It was quite a serious injury yet, wasn't it? And so
Yeah.
he said the only one way to pick up the win is open up Sonny's toys behind him and have a rumble. We are not edging up then.
Be a lot of money down the train, that would be.
Yeah.
Cool, though.
Not related. Have you parked your car on next door's driveway?
Yeah, is that wrong? So I'll move
I
it.
thought you meant that side.
Oh, I can't move it.
Yes, please. And then Frankie T says, can you imagine a Rock and Steve Austin final 2?
I'd love them to go one more time. I'd love them. I'd love it. I would. I'd love Austin and The Rock to go one more time.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to see was The Rock versus Triple H, but we're never going to get it.
I think if you ended up with the Rock Austin last 2, I think the company would get absolutely panned for going. They'd see it as a backward step, like can't move on from the path because they keep getting panned for that. Though they did under Vince anyway.
Well,
but why do you keep giving the older ones a chance? The roster 10 years ago is the same as it is now. Edge, Kofi, all those. So if you had Austin and The Rock as the last 2, people would go, "What the fuck is this? The early mid 90s again? Like early 90s, late 90s again?"
I agree. So. I mean, I think it'd be a very cool moment.
It'd be a cool moment. There could be a point where
they face
off, but not as a final 2. Not as a final 2.
Not as a final 2. And you're right. It would be. It probably would be. It would be a step back.
Yeah,
I think if those 2 were to have a match against each other, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Says they could just do a Rock Austin moment.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have to be the last 2.
No. I agree with that.
But if it was, I do agree with Steve.
I think they'd just people go nuts.
Because like you said, why are you just going back to the past? Because like you said before, that's the Vince move. Vince does it because he's clinging on to the past.
And it's easy, and it's too easy to do that. And I don't think Triple H is into that easy. It is a bit of a cop out. I agree with you with what you said about Sami and Cody as well. I mean, I think Cody leaves WrestleMania as the WWE champion, or at least one of them. It won't be they'll split the 2 titles at WrestleMania, if not before.
Yeah.
And I think Cody will leave WrestleMania with one of the titles, and Roman will lose the other one as well. So Cody doesn't need what I think will happen. I think Cody will enter at number 1 or 2 because of the entrance.
Yeah, gotta be.
Because his entrance isn't a an entrant number 17 entrance. You know what I mean?
No.
Frankie T says the mighty Ryback comeback and Botchberg being the Rumble.
Who? Goldberg.
Botchberg. Oh, is that who he means? Goldberg, yeah.
No.
I hope not.
No, probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Get him in there with Matt Riddle, that'll be alright.
Matt Riddle's suspended still, isn't he?
Was
Is
he?
it? What for?
Drugs.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, do you know what? I already remember reading.
Although he went to rehab at
He's
least.
been to rehab, isn't he? Yeah.
That's where Finn's going after this.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Finn just looks like that all the time. No drugs needed.
No drugs required.
Yeah,
No drugs required. Just looks like that all the time.
yeah, pretty much. It's what those sleepless again.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's what he's streaming to the American audience.
Yeah, I do it anymore. I'll stop earlier now.
Well,
It's like I'm the one
Chris
person.
says I'd love Cody and Seth to be 1 and 2 and have them be the final 2.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
That
cool.
would
Cool.
be cool.
Yeah,
I said
that'd
it
be
could
cool.
be them 2 first because of to carry on what they had at
Yeah.
Mania, Hell in a Cell. Yeah, that'd be cool.
The Sammy thing's quite interesting, really, because
I love what
obviously,
they've done with it at the minute because of how open it is.
yeah,
And it could go either way. And
well, no one is expecting Seth Rollins to win the Royal Rumble,
No.
so that would be really good.
And Squinny says high on life.
Yeah, high on life. There you go.
There you go.
Great game.
That's it.
Yeah, good game.
The Sammy thing's quite interesting because obviously, they had a thing on Raw with Sammy, and that Roman didn't want to see Sammy until Saturday, where that was just going to be like his final test.
Yeah.
But obviously, no one really knows what that is. Is it Sammy to win the Royal Rumble, and then Roman just expecting Sammy to forfeit his
Yeah.
WrestleMania match type thing?
Maybe.
Chris says one of them definitely to be the Iron Man of the Rumble.
Both of them would be great. I agree with that.
Going back to the women, James just said any potential of Mandy Rose come back in the Rumble.
No.
Doubted obviously after after how they fired her.
She's making too much money showing her titties.
Pretty much.
She's making that titty money.
She is.
And that's she made like $1 million on
Yeah.
whatever the website is. Yeah.
She's quite quick as well. Isn't it? Like,
So quick.
Yeah.
Very quick. It's insane.
So when you're making that titty money, you don't need to make that WWE money. Titty money's
It is
more.
pretty shit how they did fire her though, but did they do the same as Alina Vega?
Yeah,
They
but to me-
warned it. They did warn her.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fair enough then, isn't it? So.
So look, Mandy, we appreciate that men like your
I want to have a handy over
shape, but just keep the clacker in your pants a little bit. And she was like, "Okay, I'll do it," but
And also, if you're paying for it, you're a fucking idiot. Because I've seen it. I ain't partied with a penny.
yeah, and I've seen it because he ain't parted with a penny.
Yeah. Likewise.
I think anything you see, he ends up seeing.
Of course,
Somehow.
For sure.
It's not Discord.
that's what WhatsApp groups and Discords for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Join our Discord for good quality content.
Notifications are turned off on WhatsApp.
For Bob's and Bee.
Yeah.
For Bob's and Virginia, yeah.
But yeah, when you're making titty money, you don't need wrestling money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why put your body on the line when you can just get it out and make tons of money?
There you go.
No, get your body out. I don't mean like get your clacker out or whatever.
Clacker.
Clacker.
You growler.
Can you
Your bit-
see my growler?
You see my bivouac.
Bivouac.
Times.
Great times.
Great times, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so shall we have a look at what else we've got tonight? So we've sort of had a look at, considering we were just like, let's start with what's been going on, then we just sort of gone.
it spirals off. It's all good.
Absolutely.
That's what we're here for. It's like the actual podcast. If you're not watching on YouTube, by the way, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Games Graps. We are live also there.
Yeah.
So tonight we've got, I think it's Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. So
Yeah.
any thoughts on that?
This is the third time that Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns have fought for the championship at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but I think they've won one each. Did Kevin Owens? Is that where he won the Universal title? Because obviously he lost it to. No, Kevin Owens won the Universal title on Raw, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because
Against
Triple H.
Seth Rollins.
Because didn't Kevin Owens win it because Balor had to give it up?
Yeah, but they had that 4-way, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then Triple H. That's when Kevin Owens turned heel and started wearing the tie and stuff.
Yeah.
So going back to the Rumble, I can't see Cody winning as they have announced his return already as a surprise, like when Trips and Cena did and won. It was magic. Knowing it was on the cards and his announced could lose the magic.
Who said that?
Frankie.
Okay.
And then Squinny says Clacker, The Last of Us fungal infection, The Last of Us.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then this is where Sammy cost him, and then Sammy and KO at Mania.
Sammy and KO at Mania.
Could be.
Yeah.
Would be against it.
Okay. Sammy and KO at Mania. I would love Sammy for the title? Is that Sammy cost Reigns, Kevin Owens wins, and then Sammy versus KO at Mania?
Maybe. That could be good.
Yeah, that could happen.
Great way to split the titles. Kevin Owens is on Raw? Is he? He is, isn't he? He's on Raw.
Yeah, I think so.
So have him take the Raw title. But Cody's on Raw. Cody's inevitably going to win the championship.
Yeah,
true.
Have Kevin Owens on SmackDown. I don't know. It's a difficult one really because
So Chris says no, Sammy costs KO.
Oh, Sammy cost KO. I mean, it's almost that sort of dream match, isn't it?
Test, couldn't it?
Good point. Test.
It's almost a dream conclusion to Sammy versus Kevin Owens rivalry.
Yeah,
throughout the years to have that match at
Great
WrestleMania.
match as well, that would have been.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a really good match. So who are you going on?
I don't see Roman Reigns losing. To be honest, I just don't. Not yet.
same.
Yeah, same.
I'll
It's
go
got to be
Reigns.
Reigns for sure.
Reigns. Okay. I'd probably say Reigns as well, just because it's going to lead to something else.
Mhm.
There's going to be other stuff down the line. It's going to be Sammy versus KO at Mania stage will be epic. The history and story there is fantastic.
Yeah, it's almost the perfect ending to it. I think.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next we have Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss. I think that's for the Raw title, is it? The Raw Women's title.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'd quite like to see Alexa Bliss win it because I think she's a good champion. To be fair,
Tonight's when she turns properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's a great heel. I think she's a really good heel.
I think this is when they bring the whole Bray Wyatt stuff all together.
So he'll come and aid her in some way.
Don't
She
go
sort of
Howdy or
aided
something.
him in his main match.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we see the Bray Wyatt sort of big plan start to unfold tonight.
Maybe.
Yeah, in the lead up to Mania.
Because Uncle Howdy is obviously Bo Dallas.
Yeah,
It's got to be. It can't be.
It is. He's been backstage at Raw and all sorts.
has he?
And
Yeah,
they've-
Jamie says I think we'll have Uncle Howdy affecting that massively.
Yeah.
Like we've just said. And then Frankie says, why is the young lady hiding behind the camera? Because I'm fucking ugly, Frankie, that's why.
That's not true, but
It is. No, I'm not. I don't fancy that, to be honest. So
she's the producer.
you guys are the pretty faces. That's what I want to see.
Yes,
Thank you.
You're all beautiful.
we've aged terrifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beards and all.
I'm 64.
You look like a day over 63.
I agree. Feel about 80.
But can we just say, well, Bianca Belair's been really consistently good as well.
Oh, she's awesome.
She's been very, very good. And I'm glad she's had a decent run with it because I don't think she had a very good run with it when she won the first time round. She did win, right? Didn't she, when she first come up? Didn't she win the Rumble?
She did win the Rumble. Yeah,
The first year. Because weren't she like number one or number two?
I don't remember.
I think if I remember rightly, she was number one or two, and she had like the record for the longest time of anybody in the Rumble.
Yeah, probably.
It probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Was that the one where her dad fell off the settee?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the memory of her winning the Royal
It's
Rumble.
amazing.
Is that where her dad fell off the sofa?
Frankie says I'm all for the Sunny June.
Oh,
And then Jamie says Bianca is brilliant, to be fair. I agree. I think she's been
Superb, yeah.
consistently
Great.
good.
she's awesome. But I would like to see Alexa
I would.
win the. Although Bianca can still win, and Alexa turns either way tonight.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Bianca Belair wins, and it's almost like the tipping point for Alexa to then turn.
Sounds like-
Yeah.
Something happens in the match,
Or she
that-
loses, and then she starts going
Yeah,
crazy.
she starts going ape shit.
Yeah, then Uncle Cracker comes down and
Just over away.
Uncle
yeah.
Howdy Ho.
no, Uncle Cracker. I know you think Cracker. I'm saying it in a you know how Texans would say, "Hey, Cracker" or whatever, right? I'm not saying it like that. It's Uncle Cracker. He was a music artist. He was the DJ for Kid Rock, and then he brought out a shit album.
Jamie says, bloody jealous of what Bianca can do in the ring.
Yeah, she could do cartwheels and shit.
She's insanely strong.
She's ridiculously strong. She's
Insane.
an unbelievable athlete.
Yeah.
She's scarily unreal, isn't she, really? Squinny says, Uncle Cracker, follow me, what about him?
Yeah.
Watching.
And Chris says, Uncle Cracker.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you're laughing. Do you not know who Uncle Cracker is?
No, because she's about 21 years old.
I ain't 21.
Uncle Cracker did that. Follow me. Everything is all right. I'll be the one to He also did X Factor's song as well.
I got everything.
Yeah,
Get
that one.
I can't sing it because I'm that good. I'll get done for copyright.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, don't get done for copyright. Yeah.
Jamie says flippy shit daily. I think Chris says, of course I do.
Uncle Cracker. Yeah, it's not a racial slur. It's an actual music
I didn't
artist.
think it was a racial slur.
Oh, you're covering your
It's
mouth
really
like
funny.
you
No, I'm
thought it
covering my
was.
Goodwin got a 24-hour ban on Twitter, didn't he? For saying cracker.
You did, yeah.
But
Oh, it's not even that bad.
He was referring, but he was literally referring to like Jacob's crackers.
Yeah. But you know,
And then he got a 24-hour ban.
it's not even a bad thing to say. Who cares?
His album was
Cracker
shite.
man.
His album was shy, yeah.
He should have stayed with Kid.
Correct.
And then Squinny says, in quotation marks, yo, you're dealing with the X Factor.
Yeah.
Dealing with the X Factor.
It was an X-Pac, Prince Albert at the time,
Just incredible.
and just incredible, yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Didn't you interview him a couple of years
Yeah.
ago? Incredible.
Nice guy. He FaceTimed me afterwards.
Yeah, I think I
Nice.
remember. That's when we
Yeah.
went to the old house, wasn't it?
Yeah, he FaceTimed me afterwards. He was really nice. He was fucking pissing it down with snow wherever he was at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, nice guy. I always thought he was all right anyway.
So who we going then to win the women's title match?
Oh, Bianca.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as well.
And then we're going to see a flip on Bliss, yeah?
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Turned into Twisted Bliss.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we have Bray Wyatt and LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
We
the
briefly touched on that earlier, didn't
in
we?
the Mountain Dew pitch black match. Why are they going to get that in there?
The Mountain Dew ruins it a bit.
I think that's sponsoring, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but come on. What's funny is on commentary they always say it. Oh, it's the Mountain Dew pitch black match. It sounds so shit.
It does. It ruins it.
Bray 100%.
Oh yeah, I think Bray wins, but do you think he necks a Mountain Dew before
Yeah.
Yeah, things like
a
that.
radioactive fucking green Mountain Dew?
Yeah, then look at the camera, winks at the camera.
Yeah.
Shoot, guys, and get my food sorted for the show. Great work as always. Catch up soon.
Thanks. Who was that? Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for stopping by, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie.
Spoony says, "Can I have your login deeds?"
For
No idea. He doesn't say. I'm gonna maybe the network.
no.
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 I don't think we have.
No, we don't know.
No, I don't think we do. Yeah. No. Okay.
You can't because we don't have them. It's as simple as it's that's the long and short of it. I'll explain this in Discord. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So here we go, and then
What's this for?
Bray.
Yeah, Jamie says as well, what the fuck they put in Mountain Dew to make it radioactive?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just a shitload of sugar.
Actual
And
proper
acid.
Mountain Dew over
And then
there.
Chris says, you missed my comment above that. What's that? Well, you've done it now. I'm holding you responsible just to pay a month of WWE for the first time in years.
Oh, then he was asking Squinny was asking Chris for his login details.
Right,
Ah, it all makes sense now.
Sorry.
Oh,
They could have the Lucasade thingy match.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't quite see what it's called.
Prime match. Prime on a pole.
Fake Prime on a pole.
Fake Prime
With
on a pole
Wakey
match.
Wines as the guest referee.
Yeah. selling. Do you remember when Virgin used to make Coke?
Virgin Cola, yeah.
Yeah, and they did it was called the Pammy, wasn't it? Do you remember the
Yeah.
bottle? Yeah. God, we're fucking old if you remember that. Do you remember that? No?
No, that
You're
was
not that much younger than us.
Yeah, you're not that much younger than us. In fact, you're probably older than us. You're just hiding
You
it
look
really
12,
well.
but
Since 46.
What? No. I'm 24.
plus.
Plus
11.
24.
I'm 35.
Yeah, the Pammy. So, like do you remember Virgin Cola? Yeah. If she remembers Virgin Cola and she's 13, you must.
I mean,
what did I say about you?
I mean, that incriminates you a bit if she
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, it does. She's not 13.
She's 14.
16 is fine. But yeah, because so the bottle was basically, it was called the Pammy, and Pamela Anderson endorsed it. So
I remember Virgin Coke. I just don't remember the bottle.
Yeah, James says, Wakey Wines Prime on a pole match.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 39.
Yeah.
Jesus, imagine that.
Chris says, Puff Bagwell's a healthy again.
Puff Bagwell.
Puff Bagwell is healthy again. Maybe they could put him on a pole. And right now.
Buff Bagwell.
Holy shit.
Sorry.
I need to grab a drink.
Puff. Daddy. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a puff. I'm the stuff. And the girls just.
Not interested.
Sorry, I can't read.
Broken Sonny.
Puff Bagwell. Oh, Jesus.
Lucasade alert.
Buff Bagwell, yeah. I don't know how his mum's doing these days. That was what the thing was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Judy Bagwell.
Judy Bagwell.
I'm really sorry.
Oh man.
Bagwell.
Sorry.
This is why on the Games to Grass podcast you can say anything because nobody who listens to it gives a shit.
No one cares, yeah.
Yeah, no one cares.
It's really says that's how sounds vision for not.
Don't
Yeah,
vision,
sounds vision.
That's so vision.
For those that don't know the reference, just go and watch this week's podcast.
I can't. I love that you read it as Puff Bagwell.
Sorry. I'm thinking like
It's perfect that the songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, warm. Sorry, everyone. I meant to
Oh, Buff Daddy.
Puff Daddy.
Fuck Daddy.
Yeah.
That's someone
Puff
else.
Daddy. Yeah. Puff Daddy is someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. P Diddy.
Yeah.
P Diddy.
Sean Coombs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Stroking the furry wall.
Great film.
It's a great film.
Such a good film.
Such a good film.
Stroke the fairy wall.
Lost where we are.
Jamie says we're not snowflakes. Love the fact that you say random shit. All the random shit, actually.
All of it.
All of it.
Oh,
Don't care.
All of it.
Not asked. That's why. That's why we love doing this podcast. It gives us that platform to just interact with people like us. Idiots.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow! We were on the Mountain Dew match.
Okay.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Puff Bagwell drinking some Mountain Dew. Okay, no one. Pitch black.
Jamie says, making his way through stay puff.
Imagine the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with Buff Bagwell's face.
That'd be great.
I'd love that. Like, or
Yeah.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with Buff Bagwell's goatee. Just that.
That'd
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
What did you do, Ray? Dun, 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 dun. Puff Daddy.
I couldn't help it.
I just love WCW from the 90s. Or you can hear, and then Buff Bagwell just comes around the corner and it's like this. I'd love that. That's the new Ghostbusters film.
Still better than the women's one.
Ooh.
I think any of them are better than the women's one.
Correct.
Yeah. And it's like whoever said it, I can't remember which comedian said it, but it's not because of women that the women's Ghostbusters was bad. It's because it's a bad film.
It's a bad film. It's so poor.
Bill Burr was it?
Could be. I don't
It's
know.
poorly written. It's just
Might
it's
be not
fucking garbage.
Jamie says, "If you're gonna call Ghost Pufters."
Oh, dear.
That's too many. That's one too many wrestling journeys in the car with us lot. That Jamie is like that. Good times. Lights out match. Bray Wyatt's definitely going to win, I would imagine.
Yeah, easy. I don't think it'll be a squash match, obviously. I think they'll drag it out a bit. I think it will be a very good match.
I don't even know what kind of match it's going to be.
Do you reckon it'll be something similar to like what they did with Cena and Bray at Mania that a couple of years ago?
Cinematic?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think it'll be.
Not kind of cinematic. Obviously, it can't be totally cinematic because people are there. But
Yeah.
like bits and block, they'll end up being different. You know how when he came back and you had Sister Abigail in the crowd, then you had the Fiend in the crowd, and then the pig. Is it what's the pig? I said Percy, so that's an M&S thing, isn't it?
Huskus, yeah.
Yeah, they have the characters pop up. I think that could potentially happen, and that's make it really interesting.
Yeah, it'd be a street fight in the dark with spooky.
Jamie
Do you
said
think-
you wrecked my brain, Sonny, but my God, it was worth it.
Yeah. Those are good
That's
tricks, to be fair,
effect
to
on
APW. I think because obviously when they have these like lights out matches in AEW, it's usually basically the lights go out. It's like an unsanctioned match, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if it's something like that or whether it's something
They're gonna
completely
have to
different. I
Sonny
don't
with
think
it,
they've.
with it being in, they're going to have some sort of. I think they probably would or should have some sort of twist on it for him because he is a bit quirky,
Yeah.
isn't he?
LA Knight on SmackDown, by the way, absolutely hilarious. Came out as
yeah.
old Bray Wyatt with a really tiny lantern. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
LA Knight is just a complete megastar.
As long as this lights out match isn't the return of the red light,
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
then
No red light.
we don't.
No.
That was
No,
terrible.
God.
I think the Fiend's done, isn't it? So there'll be no more red light. I don't think.
Yeah.
Fucking hope not.
Be
'Cause it
blue
was awful.
instead or something.
Yeah. Green. Like green and orange for Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Do you know what?
The thing is, right, you know what I know is going to happen is on the commentary desk, they'll have bottles of Mountain
Yeah.
Dew.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they
yeah.
will, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, and now it's the the Mountain Dew lights out match, and they'll just have like bottles of
Just
Mountain
be there
Dew.
like that.
And because it's radioactive, that's what will be lighting ringside up.
London
Yeah.
Clark, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what it is. We figured out what the lights out match is sponsored by Mountain
Because
Dew.
haven't they just released a Bray Wyatt T-shirt where you need a black light to see it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that sounds good.
So whether it's
Jamie
sort of
also
linked,
agrees and said red light, no.
Yeah, no red light.
Completely agree.
whether that's kind of linked to this match.
It could be.
Maybe.
What? So you need like a
It shows up it shows up under UV.
that moth thing.
The moth thing, yeah.
Oh,
it shows
right,
up
okay,
under
that's
UV.
cool.
It's
That's cool.
a new T-shirt.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool actually.
There's one thing I want to give them a lot of credit for. They bring out some really cool t-shirts.
Really cool t-shirts,
Really
yeah.
cool t-shirts.
Really, really cool t-shirts.
Um,
I like that logo, that Bray Wyatt logo. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's my gamer picture on Xbox.
It is actually. I did notice that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we go for a refresh? We are 5 to 11. Should we have a bit of a break and get drinks?
Yeah, we'll have a couple of minutes break. So while we do, check out this 2023 preview of Wrestle Carnival. Yeah, check that out.
See you shortly.
Yeah.
Previously at Wrestle Carnival. Crowley dethroned. A new queen.
Nice clothesline though, takes her off her feet into the cover too. And it's all over!
Mr. Big Top contract winner. Wrestle Carnival became pure.
And it's over! It is all over! Chris Ridgway is the inaugural Wrestle Carnival Pure Champion!
Wrestle Carnival 2023 starts now.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Games and Graps podcast. Sonny G here with Finn Steele and Steve.
It's just so accessible, you know what I mean? Like, Tony Hawk has always been just one of them games you can pick up and play. You're either great at it or you're bang average at it.
So this is for the Sonny and Finn Championship.
It is. This one.
His name didn't behind you. His name. Everything's green. It's not good. Oh shit.
But when you do pull a trick off, it looks and it feels so good.
Snapped on Retribution. Is that? I mean, are we seeing the beginning of the end of Retribution? I hope so.
A weird ending to the Big E and Apollo match. Not really sure what happened there. Some people saying it's a bit of a botched ending.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's fine having them coming in and wrecking the ring and like acting like idiots, but it just looks stupid because it's not believable. Yeah, we're looking like the Bee Gees with our beards and hair because we're not allowed to get haircuts. We could shave, but we just choose not to.
Show them.
It's very unimpressive when I do it like that, but yeah.
It's the other one that's really impressive for other reasons.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Just one big Popeye arm. Good evening, Finn.
Good evening.
Finn!
I made it, kind of. Hello.
Are you wearing a dressing gown?
Yeah. I couldn't bother to get changed, so I was
What?
put it down.
He thinks he's Ric Flair. Look at him.
We're finally real podcasters, not just
Yeah.
like part timers.
Exactly.
He called the best podcast episode ever. If only we had a soundbite for that.
Oh.
And we're back. Hope you enjoyed the Wrestle Carnival 2023 introduction and also the really old trailer for the Games and Graps podcast. We probably need something new.
Very old footage on it.
Some really old footage on it.
I have to get work on a new one.
Yeah, I think we've
got some BK footage on that.
Yeah. We do. We definitely need some new stuff. But yeah, we'll figure that out for the next. We'll figure that out before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. PLE. Yeah.
So I think we've virtually gone through the matches. We've had a decent chat before having a proper chat of the men's and women's matches because we've gone through the singles matches. Jamie says Carnival looks like it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
And then Chris says Finn wears the robe.
Oh yeah, there's just in game robe. Yeah, got to go home from work and I was like, well, I'm gonna get changed again just to get it before.
No, it was unbelievable. You just turned up to that. It was amazing. Just in a dressing gown.
Yeah, I was like, why don't I get changed again?
That was
over anything else though, right?
That was a pre-show
Yeah,
before the pre-show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
When was that one then?
Fucking ages
That's a
ago.
long time ago.
Was
Yeah,
that COVID days, was it?
I think it was.
I think it might have
I think
actually.
it
Yeah,
might have been actually.
Yeah.
God, that's like 3 years ago now, isn't it?
yeah,
It's
crazy.
so quick. It doesn't even feel like 3 years, does it?
Mental.
Yeah, it's nuts.
God, that's gone so quick.
Guys, it's worth noting that Hot Tag Reviews are doing a live Royal Rumble watch along, and that's RC Chaos and the guys. They're doing a live Royal Rumble watch along after this, so go and hang out with them after we're done.
Yeah.
But we're still here for a little bit yet. We'll talk the Royal Rumble. We'll talk whatever random stuff happens in the comments. We're just here, having a good time. Steve's juicing up on energy drinks. Fuck yeah. Get them energy drinks in.
Energy, gonna need it.
You are going to need it.
Long night ahead of us.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think one of the Royal Rumble matches starts the show? Do you think like the women's one starts it?
It's always the
Probably.
way, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or do you
I
think?
mean, you've got to. I mean, there's only 3 singles matches. You've got it.
They're
Well,
all
it depends-
probably at least an hour, isn't it?
You want to bookend them, don't you? I think.
Unless they have the. So I don't think last year one of them started it. I think a title match started it.
No, you might be right. And then the women went on second.
Yeah, I think that-
But was there more singles matches last year? Bet there
Probably. I mean,
was.
the
Days, wasn't it?
oh
The
my
Vince
God.
days would be like 8.
Chris says that's right.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Well. To be honest, I mean, I didn't know how this would go, or whether people had come along and watch it or whatever, because obviously we haven't done a pre-show before the pre-show in. I can't even remember when the last one was.
It was a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember when the last one was. So
Did we do one for? Were we round here for Mania? Because I can't. I
don't
can't.
think you
I don't
did
think we
Mania
did.
Since 2020. Well, since 2019, actually. The last pay-per-view,
Why didn't we
I
come out
remember
last
you.
year?
I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before.
No, why didn't we?
I don't
Last
know.
year.
Don't remember.
Illness, probably. I think one of us probably had COVID.
I'm not sure.
Might have been actually. Yeah.
Might have been. There's been so much going on. I can't remember the last time you guys came out.
2019 might have been the last Mania because obviously the year later was
2020
COVID.
Rumble was the last pay-per-view I remember you coming around here for. I
Wow.
don't remember you coming around here for a
Because
SummerSlam. or
all the
anything.
pre-shows we were doing over StreamYard. So
StreamYard,
we
yeah.
were sort of doing them like when Finn was wearing the dressing gown.
We were watching it on House Party. I remember
Yeah,
that.
we were. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bloody hell, remember
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember?
So I-
Zoom and all that crap.
I can't remember the last one of these we did. So it's
We've really looked
natural.
forward to it, haven't we? Like, we've gone all out with like some grub and that. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's been quite nice. Jamie
love them.
says, random stuff you'll never random.
Um,
I mean,
but I did think people would have probably moved on from us during the course of that time. So
I was hoping Brett would be on though.
I
want to know how Jeff from London's Burning's doing.
me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
One of his
Yeah, I
predictions,
didn't-
like he predicted Logan Paul, like way before Logan Paul.
He
predicted
predicted Brock,
Bronco Brock,
Bronco
yeah.
Brock. yeah.
Cowboy Brock.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
future.
But yeah, I was hoping that some of these guys would be around, but at the same time, I get, if they've obviously gone to worse pre-shows. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you guys are still with us and stuff. We're on a good roll at the minute, I feel.
Yeah.
I think since we sort of made it James and Graps Studios, and obviously Steve's been doing added time, doing a great job with it.
It's doing well, isn't it?
I say that all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going good.
Yeah, and obviously I've been doing the Clubhouse, which is coming back next week. Just that the Clubhouse, I was using to sort of bridge the gap while we weren't doing Games and Graps. But now that we're back doing Games and Graps on a weekly, the Clubhouse is going to get a lot worse than it was before in terms of content. So look forward to that.
James says never move on.
No. I mean, you just have to keep going with it. I mean, everyone's sort of circumstances change, and there was reasons why we just didn't do it for a while. But
life just gets annoying.
Of course it does. Especially when you work. Finn doesn't work because he's a bum.
Fucking bum.
He's a lady of leisure, isn't he?
You're a lady of leisure, aren't you?
We're only jealous.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
It won't last
forever.
Enjoy
it while you can.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
But no, this year we said, like, towards the back end of last year and this year, we really wanted to make a conscious effort and get fully back into it. And obviously, you've been doing such a consistent job with your podcast. There's no reason really why we can't do the same.
Yeah,
and that's what we're doing.
We've been doing good. Yeah, enjoy it.
No, it's nice to have everybody over and stuff. I think I've really looked forward to it.
Yeah,
I have as well.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
It is nice to be back.
Squinny says leisure suit Finley. And then Chris says it's G&G way. It's the G&G way, sorry.
It is.
James says, could be worse. You could have called him a bomb. No in between us here. And then Chris says they're just jealous.
We are jealous, yeah. 100%.
Being a jobless bomb.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah,
jealous.
Lady of Leisure.
Who was that?
I can't remember.
Being jealous was the Miz, wasn't it?
Oh, was it Miz and Morrison?
Miz and Morrison, yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
See, that's a point. Do you think he could ever come back? He's
Yeah.
done nothing.
I could see Morrison. I could see Morrison coming back.
Yeah. He's done
Yeah, me
nothing
too.
since.
He was in.
was he?
He did what? A couple of matches in AEW. He was Johnny Elite,
Oh, yeah.
but I can't say I've seen him do
He was
anything.
live wrestling as
Goes
well,
back to
right?
Nigel.
Ty Valkyrie, yeah.
Yeah.
She was Frankie Monet, obviously
For about 5 minutes.
Thingy
Oh,
Monet's
no, next
sister.
season, isn't it?
What's her name?
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes
Monet,
Monet.
yeah.
Monet. It's her sister, biological. So yeah. What?
Nothing.
Everyone takes everything so literal. Just because they look different doesn't mean then.
So should we have a proper chat then about the Rumble matches then?
Oh, I thought
know
we
we've
were.
had we've had somewhat of a discussion that's just sort of gone several ways.
Guess the Games and Graps way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way, isn't it? There's no out of G&G way. Women's Rumble then. What are your thoughts on any surprise returns or anything like that? Obviously, I think we'll get the usual one-off returns, like
Well, we had Mickey James last year, didn't we? She
Yeah, we
did.
did.
She was the
Yeah.
Knockouts champion at that point.
Yeah,
And
she
she came down with her
Did she have a
TNA.
title?
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
She did, yeah. Then that
she came down with her Impact music as well, the hardcore country stuff, which
Yeah.
was great.
She got decent pop.
Really good pop, yeah.
Yeah.
Better pop than her entire last run in WWE. Actually.
Yeah. James says, confusing family shit. And then Chris says he's retired from MLW, I want to say.
Yeah, is she not back in Impact as well? Was she? Is he? Oh, sorry, he's doing MLW. Oh, I didn't realise he was actually.
Ty or TYR.
Ty Valkyrie, yeah, that's his wife.
Yeah, and MLW, I want to say.
Yeah.
Major League Wrestler. I didn't realise that he was doing stuff there. But yeah, I think the door's always open for him. I think he was just part of that wave of unfortunate releases. But
so many releases.
Oh, it was crazy, wasn't it?
he was asked the other day actually about WWE, and he said he's got unfinished business with Miz. So yeah, I could. I mean, the Miz is doing fucking nothing at the minute. So, but he's literally doing barely anything, like random stuff.
Yeah.
Chris says Bella won't be there.
Sorry,
Chris says Bella won't be there.
The Bellas.
the Bellas.
Yeah, do you not think they will be?
No, not after this late WWE the other day.
Did they really?
After Raw 30, they were sort of complaining on Instagram Live about lack of representation of the women's division. I mean, if they want to go deep into the the women's stuff from around the Attitude Era and show that stuff and
Yeah, they
the
get
representation from
slandered.
that time, then
Exactly. Yeah.
the thing is what
You make a lot of men happy, but they get slandered.
they want to what they want is to talk about the women's evolution and that time. But you had on Raw, there was 4 actual matches during the space of Raw, one of which was an actual women's match.
Mhm.
You had the cage match segment, you had that segment with Charlotte Flair. So yes, wrestling is there's male and female, but let's be honest here. This is just my honest opinion. We weren't tuning in for 30 years for the women's wrestling. It's very much a new.
Just starting to fly.
It's only just really starting to properly, especially in WWE. I mean, for years and years, it was a fucking joke.
The first Rumble was in 2018.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because that's the year me and you were together. We got together, and obviously that was our.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
So
So it's only the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's been.
And the thing is, it shows as well because the women's Rumble, and it will likely be the same tonight.
Yeah, it will.
Where Trish, Lita,
Michelle
McCool,
Kelly.
Yeah. I mean, they probably could. I mean, there's some really
Jamie
good,
said he totally agrees with you.
really good women wrestlers in NXT, so you could have that.
Well,
I said that the other day,
so you probably could just about get through a 30.
You could easily fill it, but I mean, this goes.
You will get those.
Of course you will. But it's the same. We want the surprises.
Yeah, of course we do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Who do you think will be the surprises? Because there's usually.
It'll be the usuals. It will be the usuals. I mean, there's, it's not like there does tend to be more surprise in the women's.
It does, yeah.
Than there is the men's. But going back to what the Bellas were saying about the lack of representation on Raw and on WWE. I mean, that was the only. Every week there's women's matches on Raw. NXT is mainly women's matches.
Yeah.
Mainly. And if you watch the highlights of NXT, it is always women's matches.
Yeah.
Now,
and it's all consistently good content as well, by the way.
It is consistently good content.
Whereas without sounding horrible, when I was a baby, from what I understand and from footage I've seen, the women were, again, no shade here, the women were only really on TV for
tits and ass.
Yeah.
No, that's right. That's what I mean. When I was
eye candy, and I feel really shitty saying that, but that there was no women's wrestling back in the day. If there were, it was fucking naked wrestling.
The women's championship's been competed for in gravy bowl matches and other sort of stuff like that. When
matches.
Yeah. I remember Fully Loaded '98, Sable and Jacqueline. It was a bikini contest. And Jerry the King Lawler was hosting, and Sable's big reveal was two handprints on her tits. And so NXT has women's matches every single week, and the hashtag WWE Women Deserve Better was trending after Raw last week, but very, very quiet after NXT. Great time.
Yeah, I was going to say, bring it back.
But, so the Bellas, I like, I've got nothing against the Bellas, but what they think that they've revolutionized women's wrestling, but they haven't.
Let's not also forget, whenever Nikki ever comes back, she does that massive bum wiggle, which all the men love. They do.
True.
And she's got a set of tits on her.
I hadn't noticed.
No, I hadn't either. They're not there on your face, but she wears.
Yeah, of course she
does.
does.
You know what I mean? Like
Well, she rips her fucking top off as part of her entrance.
It's not really.
And if she didn't do the bum wiggle, I'd go home.
James says back in the Attitude Era, it was all tits and ass, but now it's a lot different. Mainly women on the NXT.
Yeah.
She said, and Chris says, Fully Loaded '98 when Sonny became a man.
Yeah.
How old did you have been? 14?
14, yeah. Becoming a man. Watching Jacqueline and Sable. I used to love Sable. Good times. Now she's married to Brock, getting fucking ploughed by a Bronco. Great. But you know what I mean. So
Sadia is posted twice, and I don't know what it is. It says you can't make the game today. Here's a link for the stream.
Oh, it's just some fucking. It's a bot, yeah.
Yeah, and then they've put a full stop in the comments as well. I thought it was a bot the first time round, but just in case.
But the Bellas thing, they were pulling up trees. And they've never been the greatest wrestlers. There's. They think they were some part of some sort of. they were just around at a time where there was better women in NXT, and when women's wrestling started to become more prominent on NXT, because of that, and people saw how good the women's wrestling was on NXT. It was something we'd never really seen in WWE before. And obviously, you know, on the main roster at this point, you didn't have Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte. They were all still on NXT pulling up trees, whereas on Raw, it was still the Divas Championship. So, you know, Alicia Fox, Nikki Bella.
She'll be in the Rumble tonight, I think, maybe.
Those kind of people were the standard of wrestler on Raw and SmackDown, whereas, you know, you had Paige and Emma and
AJ Lee.
AJ. I mean, AJ was probably the exception to the rule on the main roster, but you had like Paige and Emma and the aforementioned Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, those people on NXT. So it's only, I feel it's only because of the four horsewomen coming up to the main roster is the only reason that things changed, because why it went from the Divas to the Women's Championship. So Nikki Bella, all right, she had a fine reign when she was the Divas champion, but she was the Divas champion.
The
Divas champion, and she's proud to carry that around. That's fine, but you know, when Becky, the likes of them lot came up, and it changed to the Women's Championship. That's when it really started to go. And it's not because of the Bellas. It's not because of fucking Alicia Fox or anyone like that. They were there, but they weren't. They were never great wrestlers. They were just there.
James says Rick Bella. Chris says good times. Jamie then says, "Oh, we have a scammer in the chat." And then Chris says AJ Lee was trying their best to say.
Yes, she was.
From the Bellas.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's her that started it, wasn't it? It was AJ Lee.
She did a really good promo. Yeah,
she reply to Steph on Twitter.
Yeah,
Steph McMahon. On Twitter and put something, and then within weeks, that's when we had all them, the ones you've mentioned, come up effectively from NXT.
Well, yeah, she brought them all up at once, if you remember, on Raw. They all came through together. Yeah.
Gwyneth just said apparently the men's Rumble match is starting the show.
Really?
And if that's the case, it's going to stay up. I'll be surprised, but that would make
that might have already been announced.
That will make interesting.
It may have been.
It may have been. Shall I have a look? That will make interesting players like Sammy Windsor, for example. For the show.
But you see, you know, I'm not trying to shit on the women's, you know, the women's revolution or evolution or whatever the fuck they want to call it. But it isn't. You know, the Bellas have got a bit of a nerve taken to social media, considering the career they've built off the back of they've built a reality TV career off the back of being and obviously there's a new one. Nikki Bella says I do.
Yeah.
All about her getting married.
That's the only thing that made me think maybe Nikki will be in it.
Any reality TV shit out there.
Yeah, that's the only thing that made me think maybe she'd be in it, because they've been advertising that so heavily. Saying, hey, look, it's Nikki Bella, the star of it. Really, brother.
Ideal with them. Continues to fill up and we're kicking off the Rose WrestleMania tonight. Who will secure their spot? Does that mean they're kicking off as in?
It's on the kickoff show. They don't.
The women's Raw Room was on the kickoff show.
God.
Oh shit!
Chris said AJ was the beginning, and then Squinny says fight for reporting men's Rumble first, and KO versus Roman for the main.
Okay,
makes sense.
Okay,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's the main,
at least I'll see the men's Rumble. At least
that's big deal.
If that's the main, then does Roman lose?
And
also, if the
Rock comes out,
I don't think Sammy wins the Royal Rumble if the men's is on first, and that's the main.
He's got to win it.
Yeah, so Chris just said men's Rumble first. We can count Rock out.
Yeah. I think the Rock comes out.
Nothing to do with the wrestling at all. But what do you guys think of Prime? Is it worth the hype?
I like it, to be honest.
You've had a couple of bottles, haven't you?
I will say this: it's you know, there's little kids and their parents like clambering to get it. It's a sports drink at the end of the day. It's an energy drink, not meant for kids. It's meant for post-workout drink. That's what it is. So it's not meant for sort of 8-year-old kids who like Logan Paul and KSI. I like it. It's nice. It's not worth you going to shops and paying over the odds for it. It's worth £2 a bottle.
Yeah, I don't.
At best.
Yeah. It's worth no more than £2 a bottle.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I can remember like we found it just after Christmas, like the day after Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Sent a picture to our nephew, and he was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to pay. Can I have a bottle? I'm going to pay £14 for it." You're like,
Jesus
what?
Christ.
Ridiculous. It's fucking
Insane.
stupid. It's a
What?
drink.
Yeah.
And you were
like-
saying earlier as well, a lot of these shops that aren't sort of as to, you know, like
Yeah.
corner shops, your news agents and stuff, they're actually fake
Fake bottles.
fake
yeah,
bottles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're not genuine. It's not genuine bottles of Prime.
Famous has had a couple of bottles, a couple of bottles, and like it's gone. Has just finished the ice pop. That's the one you just had this week, the multi-cut with the
Yeah.
green.
There's the red blue,
Red
the
wine blue.
red wine blue.
You had the green one. Was it the blue one? You
Blue.
had as well?
Red wine
Yeah,
blue.
the blue one. That blue raspberry.
Not sure, but whatever
Nice.
it is, it was
That
nice.
one was nicer than the ice pop one.
But I like it. You know, I don't understand the hype in terms of sort of
Mikey wines, it tastes.
why people are sort of falling over each other and queuing up at Aldi at 7 o'clock in the morning. I think it's fucking stupid, but
Bizarre.
Oh, it's
I don't understand.
pathetic.
Yeah.
I think it's actually pathetic.
it is pathetic. Just for a bottle of drink, it's just, you know,
Yeah, a drink.
some,
Somebody's just said I've had 4 bottles delivered from my friends in Scotland. Cost me a bit, but the kids were buzzing. Got it out of the system.
that's
I've
it.
probably got it out of Dylan's.
As soon as the hype dies down, you'll be able to just walk into any old shop and get it.
Yeah. Like in America, you can just.
Tell in America,
It's everywhere. Just yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
It's
I
the
don't
same
think.
thing happened over there as it is. It's just like the hype's calmed
Yeah.
down.
It's start up, yeah, pretty much.
Yes, to start off, yeah, but
Yeah,
The
I think
thing
it'll
is,
die off here. It's
I-
just like
the other-
anything else, isn't
The
it?
other shops will see, because you can only get it in Asda and Aldi over here,
at the minute.
Yeah.
supermarket wise. The other supermarkets will see how popular it is, and they'll all be stocking it.
Well, Tesco said it was something to do with the supply. Then KSI took to Twitter and was like, "The supply's there. You just don't want to. You said somewhere about the security of getting it to Tesco, and it's a fucking drink. You know,
Insane.
it's an energy drink.
Logan
You
making
said
so
the
much
other day,
money.
didn't you? Like, I can't believe how little stock they've got. I went, no, they've probably got stock, but people are buying that much of it. They probably have the same amount of stock in Red Bull delivered.
Yeah.
People aren't.
Yeah,
it's
for
not
sure.
flying off the shelf.
Well, look, you know, Lucozade been around for years, and Lucozade absolutely ripped.
Oh yeah,
Powerade, you know, it's just
Powerade.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
nice, but it's
But
only
again,
popular
all
because
of that,
of
all of
them two.
that stuff, it's not for fucking little kids to be like, I need this to stay awake. It's
Yeah.
not that. It's to replace the stuff you lose in your body after you exercise.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it's for. It's not for.
Electrolytes and all that sort of shit.
And Jamie's
Yeah.
just said it's just because it's made by fucking KSI.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not even. You know, it was. It's not like KSI and Logan Paul are in a factory making Prime.
No, they paid
They've-
people to make it.
They've created the brand, worked with some sort of experts on what's good to have in post-workout energy drinks.
Not even with that. It's paid people to do all this stuff, and put their name on it, and like,
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
here's the thing we made. Please
What
buy it.
else is awful as well? How companies are like smaller shops are buying it and sticking hiking prices up,
Yeah.
and then like when there's because I think KSI had Asda about it and said they wanted to put the price up to either £3 or £3.
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
And he snapped back at them and said, "No, the retail price is £2 per bottle. Like,
Yeah.
there's no need for you to stick it up the price up.
Yeah, to be fair to them, I think Logan Paul said something similar. They don't stop putting the prices up. It's not worth it.
Don't pay over
Don't-
nuts for it. It's a bottle of drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing about it. It is a bottle of drink, and when you say it out loud, you see all them videos of like people doing the queuing up at Aldi at 7 a.m. and like, them like climbing over each other to get to it. It's like this is fucking mental.
James just said, "Hey, little kids don't go around buying Monster."
No.
Because you have to be 16 for that, which you probably should be.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Literally because it's KSI and Logan's brand, and that's absolutely it.
But yeah, no, having working with each other so long, it's not that they don't get the talking, it's that they're trying. Trust me, they're desperately trying to get in as much as they can. But they only supply so much. Kitty cat, hello. Yeah. But yeah, so don't blame the shops. It's not their fault.
Yeah, don't blame the shops
No,
at
no.
all. It's nothing to do with like the shops. It's
And don't shout at the bloody people working at shops because they don't care. Trust me. They couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so it's don't get me wrong, it's a nice drink, and I've only tried 2 of the flavors, but it's fine.
Sorry,
It's
podcast just
it's
come around
empty.
being a real inconvenience.
Have this instead. It's better.
What is it? What's that called?
Lucozade Alert.
Lucozade Alert. Trying to keep Steve up until 5 a.m. Or however long the Royal Rumble is. To be fair, WWE pay-per-views aren't that long anymore.
Thank goodness.
Come here.
Oh, kitty. Podcat.
Hey, buddy. So yeah, that's my view on Prime. What we're talking about. So the men's Royal Rumble is going on first, which makes things very interesting. So Cody, 100% is entrant number 1.
Yeah.
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 And I do agree with comments earlier on. Seth could be number the second one.
I'd love that.
too,
Says
yeah.
Podcat.
Podcast height.
And James says Sonny knows how to handle a pussy.
Fuck yeah, he does.
He's got his own.
Had one for years, 28 years, however old I am.
More than 28.
I am more than 28, yeah. So yeah,
He loves it, doesn't he? You can't get enough.
he does love like hanging about during the podcast.
People are talking.
Oh
Not
man,
camera shy, is he?
Wasn't
so
too,
Cody number one,
yeah,
number two, I think probably could be.
could be Seth. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Good, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Let them run it back for however long before, give them a good couple of minutes to, run it back. So, I'm buzzing to work a show with Scotty Too Hotty again next week.
Awesome.
Be awesome.
Yeah, that's
that
going to
is
be really
brilliant.
cool.
That is really cool.
We'll try and we'll get a team Games and Graps in-ring photo with Scotty Too Hotty.
Yeah, why not? That'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
So, who do you think could be a surprise entrance for the men's?
Oh, it's so difficult to say.
It's really weird with the men, isn't it? Because a lot of, from what I remember of last year's Rumble, a lot of it was men that obviously were already in the roster. There weren't many from NXT.
No, there wasn't. You're
No,
right.
There
there
weren't
weren't.
many surprises, if anything. I think I remember being a bit.
Yeah, Shane McMahon was in it. Was that last year's fuck up of Raw
he
Rumble?
got
It wasn't.
Yeah.
shit for that, didn't he?
He was in the last four, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, and people were kicked off.
Jesus Christ.
Jamie says, have a proper battle Rollins and Cody throughout. That would be sick.
Yeah, I'd love
And
that.
then Scooter says, with Cody coming back, do we see Brandy back in the ring?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe in the
yeah.
women's.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a really good
That's
shout.
a really good shout.
Yeah. Cheers, not cheers.
I've no real issue with Brandy.
And then Chris says no.
Can you have beef with them?
I
Yeah,
can see Brandy being in it. I can see Brandy being in the women's Royal Rumble as a surprise. Why not?
Finn had beef with it, didn't he?
I can see Brandy back. That's a really good shout. In fairness,
Sure.
Finn's favourite.
only for you had beef with her on Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
You were a piece of shit though.
Yeah. I barely said anything. It's a bad joke.
It was a terrible joke.
Terrible joke. And she didn't like it.
She clapped right back. Didn't she?
Pretty
To be
much.
fair, so I tried to find that the other day, and I was like,
Did you delete it?
Gone, maybe.
I think you did, because I tried to find it to show you. And
So smart. If you deleted it,
Cool.
she fucking went at you. Were you expecting this to come back and bite you in the arse?
No.
Right.
I can't remember
Because I
what did you say?
It's something about it being plastered in makeup or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Coming from a human oil painting like Finn Steele.
Yeah, I'll cover it making me.
Well, good times. I can see Brandy back. I don't think she'll be back like full time wrestling. I think she could make some sort of.
Chris says he can't wait for Vince to be in the Rumble, the women's Rumble. He'll win it, probably.
Drawn on eyebrows.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if Vince was in the Rumble, not the women's Rumble, but in the men's Rumble.
Nah.
Just because Vince is, it's like
First.
egomaniac. Yeah. Yeah, he'll win the thing.
He has no control over creative or anything at the moment, does he?
He has no control. No.
So-
Just a slight potential of Naomi in the women's, and if it
Yeah.
happens, it would be really good.
There's the potential for that. They were
She's
trying.
not been released, has she? She's
No.
not left.
No, but I think her contract's ran out or running out, and they want to tie it down to a new contract.
Yeah, it's whether she will, though, because
I think she will.
I don't think she should have left with her.
Well, where the fuck's she going to go?
This is what I mean. She shouldn't have left.
No, where's
She's
she?
not as, without sounding awful, she's a good wrestler, but she's not as desirable or as.
No. Well, the thing is, and I say this all the time. Sasha Banks isn't a good wrestler, and I
She's
was
very reckless and
I
she's
was-
very dangerous as well.
yeah, and I will stick by that
He
forever.
says Vince in the men's, then Austin comes out.
I'd love that. Actually, literally beat the shit out of him though. Yeah, going back to Naomi, Sasha Banks is a megastar. She's got a great look, and she carries herself very well, but she's not a good wrestler. Naomi, she's done nothing. She's done.
She had a run with the women's title in
Yeah, but
2017-18, but that's
only you remember that. I don't
that's
remember.
because of the year I got with you. I remember it wasn't long after.
That's why I don't remember it.
No.
I was too busy really enjoying my time with you. Obviously, I remember Naomi.
Yeah, shut up. TV bullshit. She had. I remember it was because it was the year that they had the first women's Money in the Bank.
Right.
Carmella won it, so it wasn't long. I think.
Did Carmella take the belt off Naomi? Did she? Or?
She may have done. No, Carmella took it off Charlotte Flair the following Raw after Mania.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Because SmackDown, because SmackDown was on a Tuesday then, wasn't it? SmackDown Live because the Iconics came up, beat the shit out of Charlotte, and then
Yeah.
Carmella cashed in to go.
So that's somebody who had a really good and probably underrated run with the women's title, Carmella.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only woman who didn't cash in her Money in the Bank within 24 hours.
Brett,
Hey,
seriously.
Yeah. So Jamie says first, it was fucking stupid Naomi to leave with Sasha.
Yeah.
I agree with him. Brett says, hello guys, hope all is okay. So tonight Logan Paul will be appearing in the Rumble.
Yeah.
They're barely to win the Royal Rumble. One off chance, do you ever watch Minder reruns on ITV? There's a comments like Brett. So Squidney on Chris says, like, I really happy Brett's here. And then Chris says, you don't remember the belt with a sick face emoji.
The belt.
No idea.
Oh, she had the thing
Yes. Yeah,
did
I
to the
remember.
belt, didn't she? Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, she got into a lot of trouble for that. didn't
Yeah, she did because I don't think she got permission for it. Well, that's what Total Divas did, I believe, but who knows?
I do probably believe it though, because there's a snippet in it where Jay and or Jimmy had a bit of a pop at her about it, so you shouldn't have done that.
Jay and or Jimmy.
But yeah, Brett, hope all's okay, so I think we're all good.
Yeah, we're all good, Brett. It's
All
great
good.
that you're back. I'm glad you've not forgotten about us.
And no, we don't watch reruns of Minder, unfortunately.
Right, the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
we were in Smith's yesterday when you were actually saying that. We were walking around the bit.
Yeah.
Situation.
Right, the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
So yeah, Logan Paul to appear in the Rumble, which
Yeah,
we
I
did
can
say
believe
earlier,
that, yeah.
actually, we
Yeah.
actually think it probably could be.
Yeah.
And Bailey to win the Rumble is a good one.
Interesting, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Someone I hadn't
Especially if
even
Bianca
considered.
Yeah,
especially if
same.
Bianca retains tonight, which I think she will.
Yeah, well, Bailey to win the Rumble's not a bad shout. And to be fair, Brett is quite, you know, the person for predicting the future. So yeah,
Who's won the women's Rumble? I know it's only been going. This will be the fifth one, mate.
Bailey's the
Flair's
person to
won
ask
it,
her.
Charlotte Flair's won it.
Becky's won it.
Becky's won it. And I think there's only been 4, isn't there?
Yeah.
Who won the first one? Oscar.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Oscar.
Oscar.
won
That's
it.
the one.
So Jamie
Bailey's
says,
not a bad shout.
after Money in the Bank being bought up, I was looking at heading down to the O2 for the show. Fucking 300 quid a ticket. So.
that's only the hospitality. That will.
That will come down because I think we paid 40 quid for.
They're not
our,
on general
Clash
sale yet,
tickets.
mate. So just look out for it.
Yeah.
We'll.
Our Clash tickets were only 40 quid, and they were being sold right up on the day, so you could have got the ticket on the day.
Yeah. Jamie, I'm sure we can all arrange a wrestling road trip down to
London.
for Money in the Bank,
You
mate.
can make
Yeah.
this one as well, can't you? So you're a bit happier. When is it, May?
I don't know. Yeah.
So I think
June?
you signed up
May?
for the pre-show, aren't you?
May?
I can't remember.
May.
When's Money in the Bank?
Somewhere
from?
around there.
I think it's May.
I think it's May.
Doesn't clash with Cigar.
Then Brett says, reason I bring Minder up is due to your games channel. I was thinking Telltale Game Style for it.
What for Minder?
Could you imagine?
Squiddy says,
That would be fucking
you should Brett your
unbelievable.
Bronco Brock Sonny.
Huh?
And Squiddy says, you should Brett your Bronco Brock Sonny.
Oh, I should show Brett my Bronco Brock.
No, it says, oh, probably actually. It says you should.
Steve,
Brett
grab
your
me that
Bronco Sonny.
Brock with the belt next to Demon Finn Balor.
July 1st.
Third shelf down.
Make
Uh,
it first.
Where is it? On this shelf here. One straight ahead of you. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Chris says, oh no, sorry, Brett says, will you go to Money in the Bank? I met Rich and John at Clash of the Castle.
You said that, sorry?
Brett. And then
You met Rich and John.
Rich and John
And
at Clash
Powerful.
of the
Yeah.
Castle. And then Chris says, late shot for both Elias and Ezekiel to be in the Rumble.
Done.
And then that would be amazing, even more card exchange.
So yeah, this is it's actually a chase Bronco Brock. Yeah, so the normal one, it's got like grey overalls on,
Isn't it? Yeah.
but this is a blue chase.
Sat on the
What would
shelf.
be Bronco Brock with
Yeah.
the WWE Championship? So yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty random find. We found a chase yesterday in Smith's. as well.
Yeah, we found a chase Rick Boogs yesterday in Smiths, which is cool.
We always pick a chase up over the night, don't we?
It's nice to pick a chase up because they're, there's not many of them. So
Heading down to Money in the Bank would be good. I'm glad they're doing that here because that is quite a big pay per view, to be honest.
it's a huge pay per view for Clash of the
sell
Castle
out
was
like
awesome.
that, though. It will sell out well
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, we went to Clash at the Castle actually, Brett, but obviously we haven't done a pre-show in God knows how long. So way before Clash at the Castle. So yeah, you probably wouldn't have known that we were going. To be fair, also Minder the Telltale series would be fucking unbelievable. Make it Telltale Games if that still exists. They've just done new Tales of the Borderlands, haven't they? Which I
Yeah.
really want to play at some point.
It's bad.
Oh, it's bad. Oh, you've played it?
Not played it, but it's been reviewed very poorly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the first one rules as well.
First one's amazing, but they've done something. It's not the same Telltale, so it's not the same team, and it's not like classic Telltale games that done something with it, so it's not like episode based. Yeah,
that fucking sucks.
it's a shame.
So we
Yeah,
agree
that's awesome.
Bailey's a really good shout for the women's then.
Bailey's a really good
Completely
shout.
forgot about it.
My pick's
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley though.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Rhea or Bailey's probably a really, really good shout. I hope it's Rhea because I think.
I think Kelly will win it.
I think Kathy Kelly will win
I
it.
think Chuck Owen wins. But...
I was trying to remember who
Yeah,
it was.
Chuck
I was going to say it.
Oh yeah,
Unbelievable pick.
That was
The most random pick of all time. So basically, when do you remember the greatest Royal Rumble, the first Saudi show that they did?
Yes, Braun Strowman won that. And
Yeah,
green
that
belt.
fucking green belt.
Never been seen since, and then that was an amazing trip over from Titus.
He should
Oh,
come.
yeah.
that was
we
that.
To be given a tank of oxygen each to try
Yeah.
and.
I thought I was it.
Now that
I thought
Braun's
it was-
back, he should come down with that belt tonight in the Royal Rumble just to show, just to establish dominance.
Brett says, this is epic, Sonny, the Bronco I predicted years back.
Yep.
The only thing that was penciled in that didn't happen was him coming out with a horseback in the rehearsal. Sorry, which wasn't Brock on it. And Squinny says, if you guys are going to Money in the Bank together, I'll PayPal money over for tickets like planned last time.
We'll just steal your money and go without you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
James says, could Nia Jax return? I don't think so.
No.
please no.
She could if they're trying to find space.
There's 30 women you could get in there. There's so many women on NXT that you could get Alba Fire to come on. Doudrop is due back. That was difficult to say. But don't bring her back as Doudrop. Bring her back as something else. But I know that
Or Piper Niven, whatever her name is.
Piper Niven, yeah.
Niven, yeah.
That obviously there was visa issues with. So the reason Doudrop hasn't been on TV recently is because there was visa issues with a few
Same
of the
time
former
Bates,
NXT stars. Yeah, so Tyler Bate was one of them, and his visa issues have been sorted. So you'll see Blair Davenport arrive back soon. Stevie Turner's just coming back to NXT. So Doudrop will sort of follow suit, but she won't be Doudrop anymore. I'm certain of that.
Squinny says Nia Jax fits the bloodline story. She fucking does, you know.
Fucking hell, yeah, but so does Naomi is with is
Yeah.
essentially in the bloodline.
There's no harm in sticking them both together. You can have a women's tag team there.
Surely, I mean, you won't want Nia Jax back.
Brett
Surely
says was a couple of trainers in the crowd noise from lighting. Pyro scared them too much, and WWE couldn't risk it with brick entrance.
Oh, is this the horses?
Entrance.
Oh.
And then the Nia Jax comment from Squinny being in the bloodline story. Then Jamie says might see Tyler in the men's. It's not a bad shout. He's a bit small, but he's only just come back to NXT as well.
I think maybe get Bron Breakker in the men's.
Maybe, yeah, he's a bit more.
that'd be cool.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
NXT's packed, to be fair, so you could see a lot of NXT.
I think Dragunov had the same visa issues also.
Yeah, it did. I'm glad he's been kept on though. 'cause he's
Yeah,
really
me too. He's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so good.
Well,
Yeah.
there's so much that could happen. This is why the Royal Rumble is really
Well,
good, isn't
yeah,
it?
this year's Royal Rumble was a lot more open and more unpredictable than past Royal Rumbles,
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, there's no, Brock's going to be in the Rumble, but he's obviously not going to win it because they've got that ongoing story with Lashley, which I'm all for. They should have ran this ages ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
When Lashley,
Right, yeah,
when
but-
Lashley first came back.
Yeah, when Lashley first came back, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not been back long. I think he came back 2018.
Yeah, he's been back about 5 years,
I
yeah.
think he came back in the Rumble.
Raw after Mania, he came back.
Yes, no, I remember. Yeah, 2018.
So and they should have, when Brock was champion then, they should have ran with Lashley versus Brock then.
Brett says Cody is odds in favourite. Then Jamie says Gunther and Brock stand up.
Oh, I'd love that. Oh my
That'd be
God, I'd
really
love that.
good.
Yeah, I'd love that.
That would be really good. That'd be really good
Slapping
match
meat.
as well.
yeah. Big
Yeah.
meat men slapping meat.
Just big chops everywhere. Big chops and
Yes.
German suplexes.
And F5s all over.
Yeah.
Beef.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, got any wild out there predictions? That probably won't happen, but a slim chance it might happen.
In the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go for Lacey Evans to win the women's
Ooh,
That is fully out there.
and
that
come
is.
in at number 30.
that was pretty out there. She wasn't SmackDown.
She's been repackaged and stuff as well, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's got a new gimmick and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. The bit that I saw on social media earlier, they made a big deal about her picking her number.
Interesting.
Ordinarily, they would just go, Lacey Evans is in the Royal Rumble, but they made they actually did a backstage bit.
I don't think they've built her up enough.
You
Sure,
could,
'cause
you
you
could
remember
build
she-
her though, couldn't you?
Oh,
You've got time to build her.
You easily could, but like they.
Yeah, as well. If she doesn't win the Rumble, she could win the Elimination Chamber because that's a match. That's a pay-per-view.
I mean, I don't know what sort of reaction she got last night when she came back.
Not favourable, probably.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
The thing is,
But then she is a heel. Isn't
they
she?
brought her back as a face, like she was doing all this, like the patriotic
Yeah.
stuff, and they realised that nobody actually gave a shit about her, and then they sent her off again, and they turned her heel very quickly.
Mhm.
And I feel like she's probably going to play the sort of Sergeant Slaughter
Yeah,
heel American.
because the ring gear
Veteran
was all,
type thing.
was all camo-y and
Yeah.
Let's use the
I
camouflage.
enjoyed
Kind of.
NXT to her as a sassy silly
I
girl.
like that gimmick
Again,
as well.
That's her bringing up to Vince and Vince booking her badly, in my opinion.
I
They
liked-
with Baron Corbin, and then they had that
they tried to
second
push it, didn't they,
standoff
too
for
quick.
ages, didn't they? Brett says, any surprise returns you think tonight or appearances like they used to with Legend Auto? And
Zach
James
Gowen.
says potentially a Ray and Dom standoff. Ooh, that's a
Oh, that'd
good
be
shout.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
That's a really good shout.
Ray eliminates Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good shout.
What
actually.
about? I know you said you think she'll win it, but what about Rhea being in the men's rumble?
Ooh.
And going off at who tries to go for Dom and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Because she sort of calls herself as man.
Good shout.
Man,
Really
yeah.
good
Because
shout.
Because
She
Nia
could
did,
actually
didn't
beat the
she?
shit out
Yeah.
of most blokes in that.
That's a very, very good shout.
And then Squinny says, do we see any Raw 30 peeps Hogan Flair Taker?
No.
I don't think so.
I
I
hope
don't think
not.
they're fit to wrestle.
Flair
No.
wouldn't be able to get in the ring.
Nope.
And he definitely can't be thrown over, so he'd win it.
Did he have a match with to get it for someone else?
He wrestled for NWA. Ric
It was
Flair's last ever
terrible,
match.
wasn't it?
What a
It
load of
was really
shit,
good.
honestly.
Really bad, sorry.
Uncomfortable.
Hogan, I don't think can.
Hogan's hips fucked.
Who did we see the other day? He's part of DX. What's his name? That could go again.
X-Pac.
Yeah, X-Pac.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
X-Pac could absolutely go. Turned up in GCW a few weeks back and did like his like the kicks that he always did, and he looked like he's in really good shape.
Wow.
I'd love to see X-Pac could have another run. I think.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, we were saying the other day, weren't we? It's quite nice to watch, like when we watch Raw 30 and a couple of the old school guys come back. You can just see how they would love to get in the ring again and how they would love to have another run.
I'd love an X-Pac figure with the European Championship. Release that WWE. That'd be awesome. Green DX gear, green and white DX gear.
Jamie says, still trying to work out the other side to Rhea and John. There's a bit of sexual stuff happening because there's promos, or is it a different thing entirely?
She's shagging him.
I think he's got a choice.
And Brett says, I'd love to see Sid, Papa Shanga, Virgil, or Danny Davis, or
Virgil.
the forgotten Tory, who was the ex for a while but went out with Kane.
Oh yeah, I remember Tori. Yeah.
That's a point. Do you think Kane could? Was he at Raw?
No,
No.
I think he's
Imagine he's upset a lot of people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
unbelievable. This guy's views. Yeah.
Can COVID about
And
wearing a mask,
COVID,
which
yeah.
is ironic, really, isn't it? He spent most
He
of
just
his
wanna wear a
life
mask,
wearing
yeah.
a mask.
I think he was wearing the surgical mask before because he was Isaac Yankum.
Oh yeah.
That's probably why he was so anti it.
Yeah, maybe,
probably,
yeah.
James says fair, look at him, I guess. She should probably break him.
Mm.
About Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
Isn't she going out with Buddy Murphy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy
Buddy
Matthews,
Matthews,
yeah.
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 So it is quite,
So much could happen tonight.
Mm.
Do you remember going back to the Ripley in the men's thing, what you said? Do you remember when they tried to do that with Nia Jax?
Yeah.
Finn said that, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Was that the Rumble?
Yeah.
She was in the Rumble, but they were toying with the idea of
It
having
was
Dean
only
Ambrose. Yeah.
and he
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think he felt comfortable
What
with
happened to that guy?
Yeah, no way. Disappeared.
Orton
Off the face of the
RKO,
planet.
didn't it? It was
Yeah.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think people were down for that, were they? Without sounding awful, she's quite a reckless.
I don't see the big deal. I don't see the big fuss with having male versus female. Well, Rhea, looks like she could take down most men, but you have to be careful with that, especially when you have separate divisions, because you blur the lines. It's like when, and I go back to this all the time, when they had China win the IC title, and then down the line after that, way after that, she won the women's championship. She fought Ivory at WrestleMania 17, and Ivory at this point was doing the right to censor gimmick. And Ivory was tiny, looked like a frail. Yeah, Ivory looked like a frail old woman. It went next to the much bigger, musclier China. And Ivory was a very well accomplished women's wrestler, but didn't look like it next to China, who at that point was the women's champion. No, China beat Ivory for the women's title at WrestleMania.
There's lots of stuff like the networks and sponsorships. You don't want to see men beating up women.
Brett's got two
Basically.
comments, but I'll read them out in a second. So
Okay.
James says, Andy Pipkin from Little Britain at number 24.
Nice.
I know he wants that one. I don't think you'd be a fan of that. You didn't like Little Britain, did you? And And then Brett says, what about Hall of Fame outside wrestling inductee like Snoop Dogg, Kid Rock? How about Al Wilson? He was really cool. The stuff he did with Dawn Marie back in the day. Bob Holly, be nice to see him in the Rumble. Eugene.
Bob Holly, fucking Hardcore Holly. Well, you know what? Hardcore Holly, I think he's still wrestling on the indies in the States.
That's cool.
Dude was always so fucking jacked as well.
It would be so intriguing, wouldn't it, to be a fly on the wall to these phone calls they must make to the older guys that have wrestled before and not done it for a while.
Booker T was hoping for a Royal Rumble
I
return.
was wondering whether Booker T would
Shocky Ducky.
quite well.
I'd rather him get thrown out of the Royal Rumble than an hour's worth of that shit.
Gets thrown out by Bad Bunny. That'd be class.
Oh, yeah.
A lot to think about tonight.
Mm. And it does make it a lot more interesting than previous years. Don't want to see Shane McMahon. Don't need to see that shit.
Didn't he get sacked?
Shane,
Not sacked.
Shane's gone.
Shane's gone.
Jamie says Andy Pipkin, the only fucking impression I can do. Oh, wow. The pre-show starts in 15, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we've still got a bit of time. We've still got a bit of time to kill here, guys. If you want to, ask anything wrestling related, let's go. Do it.
Quite a varied discussion tonight. It's been quite nice actually because you've not had hundreds of matches to go through like you would have done last year.
Yeah, which is refreshing, to be honest.
Also,
too much.
Quite nice to have conversation with flow. And,
Yeah, 5 matches is, especially when you've got 2 Royal Rumble matches which last an hour.
Yeah, minimum. Yeah.
Although
didn't they do a minute and a half last year? Mind you, it's still over an hour, but they did a minute and
No.
a half in between.
that was the
greatest.
Yeah, that
was
was
50 because it was 50
I'm pretty
entrants.
sure it was 90 seconds last year.
It was always 90 seconds.
Not 90 seconds, sorry, 60. No,
That was the greatest Royal Rumble.
That was the greatest. They made it. Yeah.
It's like, pay-per-views don't need to be massive amounts of matches, and I'm critical with AEW. Huh? Oh, sorry, PLEs don't need to be 15, matches or whatever. That's why I'm always very critical of AEW and the way that they do their pay-per-views, because it doesn't need to be that many matches.
Brett says, did you listen to Nick Khan interview the other day? He's
Yes.
a smooth talker for sure. And then Jamie says, when do we see Sonny G in-ring debut in Wrestling in Hinkley? Squinny says, Titus Worldwide. And then Brett says, what is your favourite Royal Rumble match over the years? Any standout? You've got a few, to be fair.
Yeah.
Did you watch one earlier, a Royal Rumble?
Yeah, it was Bret Hart versus Diesel for the WWF Championship, and I can't remember for the life of me what year it was. And I guess it's 95, but someone in that chat will be able to say. Jamie, I can't answer your question because I don't know. It's not cool.
Sorry.
No.
You're not going to be able to go out of the studio and back in.
No, I'm not going to. Sorry, guys.
Hopefully you can still hear us. But yeah, Jamie, I can't answer the question because I don't know the answer. But don't rule it out.
Sorry. Brett says 95, so you were right.
It was 95, okay.
And Squinny says 99, Austin and McMahon for his Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble 98 for me is a big star. And 98 in general is my favourite WWF year.
Jamie says Jason Joshua and Sonny G, somebody book it.
Thing is, with Jason Joshua, he doesn't, he talks a good game, but he, eventually someone's going to have to put him down.
Ooh.
Someone, I don't know who this is, you might, the deal, says get the bath bag ready, Nia Jax returns tonight.
Yeah.
We're really sad.
Who's put that?
You know the deal? I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is, but is that somebody who used to come into our streams? You know the deal? Either way, thank you for stopping by.
Brett says, I enjoyed 97 a lot. It was funny as it had some random Mexicans come in. It was like the 7 Austin winning by cheating was really difficult up until that point.
Yeah. 98, 99, 2000, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble 2000 is a fucking banger. Too Cool doing the dance in the middle of the ring when they're all in there.
Yeah.
Was perfect. Just absolutely perfect. So those three for me, 98, 99 and 2000, they're my favorites. Nothing really that memorable. The Cena return when he came back way early from injury.
that was awesome.
That was awesome.
Huge moment.
Huge moment.
My favourite was when Batista won it the other year.
Yeah, of course it was. When he's wearing his blue shorts, blue Batista.
Batista.
When everyone
Speaking of blue shirts, we were in New Look earlier and he found these pair of shorts that were massive. He was like, you could dress up as John Cena. And I was like, no. And they were like, yeah, you could. You were absolutely all over it. Like, yes, you should buy this short.
What were they, Jaws?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, they were massive. I was like, what? No.
Oh, dear.
Oh, James.
Remember that guy turned up
the
as
backdrop
John
with all
Cena?
the figures is fucking sick. What's your favourite if you had to choose?
My favourite figure.
Oh God, you've got hundreds. You've got like 6 more on the dining table that we need to
I know.
make for as well.
If I had to pick a favourite, which is pretty difficult to be quite honest.
I reckon it's more on this side. To be fair, it's one of your old school ones.
I've got.
You can't see all of them on the camera, but I don't want to move the camera because it'll unplug again.
I think I don't know. I've
You're a
got.
sucker for a Hogan, aren't you?
I love a Hogan. I've always been a bit of a Hogan mark. I still am.
Your Cody one from AEW.
There's a really. I've got more Cody figures than anyone else, considering I hated him a few years ago. I've got a really good AEW Sting, which I'm a big fan of. It's really good.
It's the one in the case.
Yeah. I've got it in a protector. I like it that much.
Yeah. Let's grab it.
Yeah, grab it.
You got the cool Hardy's one a little while ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a really cool Hardy's double pack.
Old school one.
Cheers, CJ Rawlins. Shout out to CJ Rawlins for hooking me up with that. But yeah, I've got this. It's a fairly recent figure, to be fair, but it's
Was it 2021?
this thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but this is a Luminaries AEW Unmatched Sting, which is really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool one.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's some really great ones. There's some really
Squinny says, love the Darwin coffin one.
Yeah.
And then
I've got a really good Derby as well.
The other deal's put 2 comments in. He's put any cool Flair ones. We have got a couple of Ric Flairs ones.
I've got a Ric Flair one, which is
and then he's asked that one right at the top.
a classic collection. Yeah, I've got.
Next to Hogan and
Yeah, I'm not getting it down because.
It'll knock stuff down, but
Yeah,
Is that Crispin?
it is. Yeah,
Crispin.
it is Crispin.
And then the deal says top 4 wrestlers of all time. Go.
All right, top 4 wrestlers of all time. This is personal opinion, obviously. The Rock, Hogan, no particular order, by the way. Fuck, it's hard. Sting, Bret Hart.
John Cena 4 times.
Okay, cool.
Joking.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. No, go on. Go.
Yeah, I would say the easy ones like Cena, Rock, Austin, and
There's no right or wrong answer.
yeah, that's just my era. I grew up around. I grew up. I started watching around the Attitude Era. So yeah, Cena, Rock, Austin, and I don't even know.
The Godfather. There we go. Finn's.
Yeah, go on in Tow Train. Yeah. How about you, Steve? I'll come back.
Rock, Austin, Jericho, Triple H.
Good picks.
Joe, good one. I'll say Triple H as well.
Says HBK, Rock, Taker, and Flair.
Nice.
And then Brett says, he's put 2 comments in. Heard Hogan was flirting with Scientology recently.
Yeah, I
I
heard
think
that
it
as
would be a
well.
wise move for him given the recent fiascos. I'm pretty sure that they would treat him well off like Cruz and then maybe a few other. And then he's also put wrestlers that ain't done anything much since they left wrestling, which could look at Hogan and chuck themselves in also. And then Squinny says, Bulldog, Benoit, Triple H, and Hogan.
Is he really said Benoit?
Yeah.
Who? Never.
Squid, are you serious? Hey, look, let me say this, right?
Do you know what? I nearly read it as Benoit.
I wish you had.
Benoit.
You know what?
Let me say this about
Benoit.
Benoit. You'll never be able to take away the incredible technical ability that Chris Benoit had as a professional wrestler. As a human being, clearly a piece of shit. In the end,
Massive
clearly a piece of shit. But you'd never be able to take away some of the classic matches that Chris Benoit had. And that's not me endorsing Chris Benoit. That's just me stating fact, really.
He won the Rumble from number 1.
Chris Benoit did win the Royal Rumble,
Yeah, because they always mention it, don't they?
Is it the Eliminating Big Show at the end?
Benoit in the ring is unparalleled.
Yeah, it's difficult to argue that.
Because they always say like, oh, only 3 people, and then they name 2 of the 3 people, or however many it is.
Oh yeah.
And James says top 4 for me would be Taker, Rey Mysterio, Triple H, and Randy Orton.
It's difficult to pick top 4. It is. It's very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got Eddie in my top 4 for sure. Big Eddie, Eddie Van back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of multiple ones in there as well.
Eddie Graham, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, I thought so. That's one wrestler I haven't got a figure of. Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
And then Squinny says swap Benoit for HBK, I suppose.
No, too late. You said it.
late.
No, it's too late now. You said it.
Don't take back his-
Yeah, it's there. We've got it.
Disgusting.
We've got it there in the chat. So there's no changing that, I'm afraid, my friend. Oh man! So it's 5 to midnight. The pre-show starts in 6 minutes. What I've just noticed about this Brock figure, he's actually got his plates on the side of the belt,
That's cool.
Oh,
which is very cool. I'm not sure. I have got others that have WWF championships. I have to have a look. WWE championships.
you've got quite a few. You have a thing, don't you? If you see a title on.
Yeah, I like the ones that I like the figures that come with belts. Yeah,
That's cool.
You've got a bit of a thing.
I just think it's a cool thing. Yeah, the thing is with Hogan, I've always been a Hogan mark. Always, like, because when I started watching wrestling, the two wrestlers that were it was Hogan and Warrior. It was Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, but obviously I always gravitated towards Hulk Hogan more for whatever reason. That was the way that it was marketed, I guess, and it worked. But
That said, I read also that the original name of Hulk Hogan after Vince got him from AEW was going to be called.
AEW.
NWA.
He's put AEW.
Oh,
I assume he means, but he's put AEW. It was going to be called Kevin Hogan, as they were concerned about IP and Hogan was already selling it.
Right. Okay, that makes
You
sense.
guys are
Especially.
eating takeaway tonight for the Rumble. I'm going with kebab. We're not. I'm cooking.
Where the fuck are you getting the kebab? I'll say no. It's Saturday, isn't it? It's not Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cooking tonight, and I've bought us. What have I bought us?
We've got pizzas, garlic bread,
pate or pate as we call it.
pate. Yeah.
I'm his
French
favourite.
names.
Yeah.
We've got some veggie chicken nuggets for Finn. We've got some normal chicken bits for us. I've bought us cake, crisps, and I went to a bakery place in town earlier, Bougie Bakery.
I'm glad I've worked out this week a
couple
lot.
of brownies and a couple of blondies.
Yeah, and me.
So
Yeah. I'm glad I went to the gym today. Thank fuck for that.
I always overfeed you all, to be fair.
Yeah. It's good though. It's what PLEs are all about.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Fucking PLEs. Jesus
Please.
wept,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it. So I'm going to start cooking that in a minute while the pre-show's on.
Nice.
And get everybody a drink, being the best host possible.
Yeah. The best producer, the best host.
I can't read those, so.
No, you can't
Oh, you're
read.
not good.
Well, that's
8
okay.
out of 10.
Puff back well.
Jamie says, lucky I just have a fuck ton of crisps. Solid, to be fair.
Nothing.
Solid.
We have crisps also.
Brett says, big up to your missus.
There you
I've
go.
got Stavros dropping it off in 5 minutes.
Well,
Squinny says, I was planning on going to bed, but I'm now going to raid the fridge and eat my way through and hopefully see the men's Royal Rumble start.
cool. That's good.
Good man.
So
Holiday?
the plan going forward is for us to do a pre-show before the pre-show for all the WWE PLEs this year, unless we are at them, and aka Money in the Bank. Or unless I've, it'd be difficult for me if I've got a show the same day as a WWE pay-per-view. But otherwise, the plan is to do a pre-show before the pre-show consistently for every pay-per-view PLE.
James,
Yeah.
don't forget Ghostbusters.
Don't forget Ghostbusters. Unfucking real.
Oh, God.
You lot can come again. But yeah, to keep supporting the podcast. Keep so next week the Clubhouse podcast is coming back. We'll have a brand new episode of Games and Graps, and added time we'll have a brand new episode next week as well. The next time we'll be here will be for the Elimination Chamber, and then of course we'll try and do both nights of WrestleMania as well.
Yeah.
Just keep it consistent, keep it going, and just give you guys a good year of Games and Graps content.
Squinny says, great job, Kay. Thank you. And nice to see the crew back together.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully now that we can, it's just going to be a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just all about consistency. That's all it is.
Life gets in the way as well.
It does.
But Brett says, enjoy the show, everyone. You too.
Thank you very much,
bro.
mate.
Kebab.
Yes.
Hopefully Stavros ain't late.
Go on, Stavros.
I'm going to go in it was nice to talk to you guys again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for stopping by. We hope that some of the others will sort of cotton on that we've been very active again, and hopefully we'll start to come back to the channel and the shows and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this has been the pre-show before the pre-show for the 2023 Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Brought to you, of course, by Team Games and Graps. Go check out the Games and Graps podcast on all podcast services everywhere.
Everywhere.
and youtube.com/games Graps. Go follow us on all the socials. You can just find us. Just find us. We're just there.
At Games and Graps.
At Games and Graps, so then you can just find us all separately from there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good night, everyone.
But yeah, I'm Sonny G here with Finn Steele.
Thank you.
And Steve.
See you later.
And Kay.
Hello, bye.
And yeah, we'll see you next time. And guys, if you're in Coventry tomorrow for Wrestle Carnival, come and say hello to me. I'll be there. Later, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Goodbye.